Welcome to our Champ Cast, live from Climate Pledge Arena, downtown Seattle. We're here tonight for the Champions of Change Celebrity Charity Basketball Game. I'm one of your hosts. I'm G. Scott, joined alongside my good friend, Stacey Joe Ross, host of the Bumpin' Stacey Show on the Seattle Sports Station. Stacey Joe.
G. Scott.
I see you with the Supersonics drip
Thank
on.
you so much. Bring them back. Bring them back. I see you with the storm.
Come on, man.
I see you with the storm.
Got to shout out to the storm.
Beat the fever.
There it is. We're here for the Champions of Change basketball game. Doug Baldwin, Cliff Avril, and Michael Bennett. It's what they've put together. The Champions of Change organization, they have been doing great things. Not only do they highlight everything going on in the community, but they use their platform, right, to supercharge other organizations that are out here constantly doing the work. Last night was the gala. Tonight is the game. We're going to be having a nice little crowd here. We got all the folks downstairs right now. It is going down, my friend.
And the Champ Cast is what you're watching right now. And thanks to our friends at Alaska Airlines, presenters of the Champ Cast, they will match your donations for the first $5,000 donated this evening. So you know what you got to do.
Okay, so tonight, it's going to be Stacey and I, and it's going to be you, of course.
That's right.
We're going to have a good time. We got guests coming on. Matt Hasselbeck's going to join us. Mina Kimes going to join us, and more. Don't you worry, we got it all for you. Now, we do have a special announcement for our viewers, right? Tonight, every quarter, the top donor will win a different piece of memorabilia, right? It'll be signed by those champions. The champion, Doug Baldwin, Mike Bennett, and Cliff Avril. So you get a chance to enter to win. There's a QR code. That's right. I know us Gen X and Boomers, we just not getting on that QR code, but it's right there. Take your phone, you can scan that QR code, and you can enter to win. So you'll be able to do that. Stacey, it is so good to be doing this alongside you. I'm looking forward to it.
It's so fun, and again, we encourage everyone to donate. Again, Alaska Airlines presenting the Champ Cast. They will match the first $5,000 donated by you guys. I don't think a QR code is that hard. You know?
Okay.
Just pick up the phone.
So are we ready right now to toss it down to the warm-ups? Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure. I don't know if we're live or the commercial or what. Oh, okay, but it's hard to hear you a little bit.
You have to make sure, and I hope that you did this, that all of those basketballs have the exact amount of air in there. We don't want any sort of deflate thing happening. That could happen sometimes. But we have to make sure that there's enough air in all those basketballs. You feel good about that?
And put it in every seat back on every airplane. I really hope fame doesn't change me.
Okay, we're back right now. Look, just like we said, make sure you scan that QR code. It will be a chance for you to enter to win the competition that's going to be happening. It's going to be an announcement every single quarter. And that what's going to happen is going to be our top donor. Our top donor every single quarter will have an opportunity to win a code. All right, so Stacey,
Yes.
I think we have an opportunity. What's going on down with the players?
All right, now let's toss it to Jordan Babineau and the infamous Casey, who are catching up with some of tonight's Champions of Change stars.
No, when it comes first, MVP second. Both of them today. We're happy.
Your prediction, you got to get every
I lost both games, so I'm
You just won team. Did you just won? You picked up Jermaine.
This spring definitely out to dry. Definitely out to dry. Yep.
Just a second. Do you feel that Doug dropped you in order for him to get his first win?
100%. 100%.
And Cliff, you had no problem picking up.
No, it's like a bit. Second overall.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jermaine Curse. Nicely done. Casey, where are you? Casey with Doug Baldwin.
I'm here with the man of the hour. Let's make some noise for Doug Baldwin.
What is it going to take for you guys to get the W tonight?
And we got to play our game. Be consistent, be patient, be precise in our decision making, and we'll be all right.
What are you most excited about for tonight?
A win.
We're guaranteeing a win?
You know, I'm not going to do that. You know, I think it is what it is, you know? But we want to win tonight.
Are you excited to play against anybody tonight?
There's a few people. Brandon Marshall, for one. Jermaine Curry, Cliff Abel, Richard Sherman. That's about it.
Basically the entire team. Well, we appreciate you and thank you for having me. Let's send it over to Bender.
Oh, am I on? Ladies and gentlemen, calling the game next to Jim Mueller. Give it up for Joel McCann.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, Seattle. How are you?
Yeah.
How are you doing? Anyway, listen, thank you for everyone being here. Jen is very excited. I want to point out how much we know this is Jen's cup right here. If Matt is not mine, no. Mine has, you know, like a sugar-free vanilla in it. Nice to see you. My motivation for tonight? Cliff Abel.
What is your mindset for calling the game?
Get the names right and definitely point out who is from Love is Blind. This is not a cheat sheet. This is my yearbook. I ripped out some pages. I'm excited. Any more questions?
Are there any more?
Jen, you got any? Are you excited?
I did not before.
Jen usually goes through 25 pieces of double bubble before the game. It's weird. It's an odd superstition.
I like to smack the gum into the microphone.
Right, this is,
And then bring heavily, so this is going to be great.
I'm very excited.
Shelly, send it to Shelly.
Shelly, let's send it over to Shelly. Shelly, where are you?
I'm right over here, Joel.
Thanks, Shelly.
Save some of that gum for me. All right, so we're with our other blog kid now. This is Amari. Amari, how you doing? You're doing real good here. You are courtside, the Champions of Change, all these celebrities, all these athletes around. So who do you think is going to take it tonight?
I think that Clips is going to take it. I think their team's going to take it.
So you think it's going to be a three-peat?
Yep.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. It's just that they got the players this time.
This time?
Well, after all the times, yeah.
I was going to say this time the last couple of years. Well, we appreciate you. Have a great time tonight, all right? All right, man. Oh, let's go back to Casey and see who Casey's chatting with. Thank you so much. I'm here with Lobo. Lobo, what are you excited for tonight?
Just getting rebounds, getting buckets. That's what I'm here for. Hey, Doug Baldwin just passed the ball in. Rebound, kick it right back up there.
Doug said you guys are bringing the W tonight, so what is it going to take?
I mean, they got some height. I think we're going to hope they brought the track shoes. We're going to run.
All right, Lobo, you're celebrating not too long because Boston won the championship. What kind of game you bring to the game? Are you more likely to get 10 points or 10 rebounds?
Henry, I'm like Marcus Smart, a football player, right? Tough, hustle. Yeah, question on the shot selection, but I'm going to keep pulling. So if you don't want to see me shoot, do not pass me the ball.
All right, we're going to take a look across there at your opposition. Who on that other side do you want to call out? You like, I can take him anytime. Who you calling out, Lobo? One-on-one.
I mean, actually, I saw you looking at me right now. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Act. But, now, Brandon Marshall, he don't want this smoke.
B. Marshall. Let's go check in with Brandon Marshall. Come on, B. Marshall. Lobo called you out. He called you out. Lobo to Tubu center court. Lobo to Tubu center court. Lobo called you out. How you feel about that?
Logo, I mean, if it was on the football field, I'd be scared, but it's basketball. He lost a lot of weight, though.
You be posting a lot of workout videos. How's that basketball game?
I'm okay, but I'm probably going MVP today. Probably go for 33, 10 boards, 7 assists, 7. I'm playing the whole game.
You winning like that. He's in shape. All right, Lobo. There it is. You want to take him? Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Half court shot. All right. Here we go. Take a half more shot. 1 for 1. Here we go. One shot. Brandon Marshall. Short. All right, Mo, what you gonna do? Oh, too strong.
Hey, we need to actually find out if Jordan can make the shot. Here, give Jordan the ball. Let's see if he can do it. Come on, Jordan.
Let's go, Jordan. Hey, Dave, big play back. Oh, what's your coat? I think Frederick can make it with the coat. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Give me my mic back.
The form was nice.
That's why I got a mic and I'm not on the floor. Take it away, Bender.
All right, here's the deal. Is everybody ready for the game?
We're ready, baby. We're so ready. So ready.
Everybody over here? We good? Is everybody ready?
Wait, Bender, they can get louder than that. They can. All right, let's see how they do on show.
They had their chance. Over here. Are you guys ready?
I know they get louder. I know they can get louder.
They all look like they can be louder. Champions have changed this side. Are you guys ready? All right, man. We're getting set.
All right, we had to bring it back upstairs. There's too much fun going on down in the court. Before the guys are out there, the guys and gals are getting ready for the starting lineups. Before that happens, I'm G. Scott. That is Stacey Joe Ross. We're hanging out right here. Look, there's pregame predictions. There's all kinds of things that's going on. But let me tell you all, let me bring you guys inside of the stadium, and let me tell you what the buzz is. First, this is the third annual. This is the third year for the celebrity basketball game. Doug Baldwin, number 89, Seahawks legend, Super Bowl champion, has not won a game.
Okay, so I'm so glad you say that because we're watching the broadcast like you guys are, and when Casey asked Doug,
right,
you guys are the underdog.
Okay.
His face
Right,
was one of shock and pain. I would say pain. I would say anger. I would say not only is there a chip on the shoulder for this game tonight, there's a resentment.
But
right?
Every time, you ever notice that every time Doug Baldwin's name comes up, it's something about a chip on his shoulder?
I mean, it's fair, right? I mean, his entire career proving it, which is really great. Is he going to prove it tonight? That's what I don't know, and I got to say something.
Okay, come on.
Casey's not wrong.
No,
okay?
he's not.
Doug, your team are underdogs here. We got to be honest with you.
Okay, so real quick, let me just go over Doug Baldwin's team. Doug
do.
is the captain on this team. Let me just go over the team right now. First of all, Doug is going to have Gary Payton as the coach.
Phenomenal.
Right?
A+.
Alyssa Charleston, she played baller.
Yep.
She does her thing, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Brian Walters, B-Wall, Super Bowl champion. He's on the team. Charles Quarles, he's on the team.
Better not touch that court.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't want to go through it, but let me just say, I want to take you guys into a conversation that happened last night. So last night was the was the Champions of Change, their gala, right? At their live auction. It was such a great time. So Gary Payton's in there, right?
Okay.
Gary Payton, Doug comes across. Gary's like, you know what, Doug? You're the reason why we lost last year. And Doug's like, man, I can't believe you saying this in front of everybody. No, you're the reason why. And y'all know GP.
The audacity.
He does not bite his words, right?
No.
He's like, no, you're the reason why we lost. I told you to pass the ball. You turned the ball over.
Is he benched?
So
he's benched?
I don't know that you can really bench Doug. It is kind of his event. You know what I'm saying?
It's his event. So here's the deal, I would love to trash talk. I would love any chance to be able to trash talk anyone.
Sure.
And I've been told by Doug Baldwin in a separate interview that he could play.
Okay.
If he was 6 inches taller, he'd be in the league today probably.
Was that a short
playing
joke?
with Bronny.
Was that a short joke?
It wasn't a short joke. I mean, you gotta be what? 6'5", 6'6".
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, I believe it. Maybe
right.
G League. Maybe he'd be playing in Croatia. Who could say?
Right.
But
right.
I'm not going to hate outside of that because I've never seen him play.
Real quick, did the Kraken mascot just dig in his nose?
I think it adds character.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
I think it's important to be yourself.
Okay, so as we're talking about this, by the way, as we're doing this, they brought us up here so we can just have fun. We just go act and go kick it all night tonight. So here's the deal. There is a QR code that's going on. But let's start talking about who we believe is going to be the MVP or the best player out there on the court. Now, they do have some real ballers. Rodney Stuckey, retired NBA player, the pride of Kent. He's out there playing. You know he can play. On the other side, Marjon Beauchamp. You know he can play a little bit, NBA player. So there is some type of talent out there on the court. Who's going to get the MVP? It's probably going to come down to one of these NBA players. I'll go ahead and say it. Rodney Stuckey last year, he missed some key free throws last year. That was the thing, so he might come up. But they do have Will Conroy as well, so we'll see.
I'm going to go non-player. I think the NBA players are going to try to limit those minutes. I think the Milwaukee Bucks are on the phone right now calling Doug, being like, please be careful.
Okay.
I think the Seahawks are saying, don't let Charles go out there and do much. So I'm going to go with like a Brandon Marshall.
Right.
I think Brandon Marshall or Alyssa on opposite teams. Yeah, I'm going to say a non-player.
Okay. Well, just so you guys know, we do have guests that's going to be coming onto the show. Matt Hasselbeck will be joining us in the first quarter. Matt Hasselbeck will join us. That's going to happen. Mina Kimes is going to join us during the game. And we will have some of the players will be joining us as well. This is going down right here. You don't have to leave, go anywhere. Tell your friends. Share this link. Share this link with everybody because it'd be wrong of you. It'd be selfish of you to keep it a secret. You watch this on a Friday night. You know doggone well you're not going to watch Dateline, and that's later on tonight. You watching this tonight.
That's exactly right. The Champcast is what you're watching. It's presented by Alaska Airlines, who will match your donations for the first $5,000 donated this evening. So you know what you have to do. All right, we're going to step away from the national anthem and player introduction.
I like the chill, so I drive up in my... Cause I'm the one who shot Jesse James. Pound for pound, I will never break down. No, sir, I don't mess around.
Come on, clap it, Fletch Arena. Let's give it up one more time for all three of our fine mascots. Bowie, Doppler, and Blitz. Let's hear it one more time for our mascots, some of the best in all the sports world right here in Seattle. They'll be back all night long.
Like Kiyosabe, of course it's me, a better known as the Master G. I'm fucking your squad, sense the danger, when you're stung by the rapping ranger. Have a little talk with my medicine man, he said get them stars fast as you get. To all you girls that wanna join my tribe, just move to the rhythm and feel my vibe. Put up a fuss, in the end you'll agree, but when you come inside my TV, as I said before, you can sense the danger, when you're stung by the rapping ranger. With silver and I, take the ride.
Fans, for those who are willing and able, please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. Performed tonight by a member of the Quinault Nation, singer and songwriter, Liv Ryan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for Liz Ryan.
Appreciate y'all coming out to support the second annual celebrity basketball game. You already know this event, the money that we're raising is going to support organizations that are doing great work. That's what Champions of Change is about. But tonight is about basketball.
Hello, Seattle, and welcome to Champions of Change, our third annual event here on the hardwood, making a difference with guys who made a difference for so many years in their remarkable careers. And you, the remarkable fans of the Emerald City, tonight we get to do it again. Are you ready for Champions of Change? Let's meet our first team. It is Team Shrimp Carl. Up first, he's joining the team with the community roster spot. He's our fan player. Give it up for Jason Sherpa. Well, this week, this fella gave Doug a call and said, "What's up, bro? Feel like hooping?" Doug said, "You know, we can pull some strings. We got him a jersey ready. He's a Super Bowl champ with the Hawks in the Super Bowl 58. He wore the number 28. You know him? You love him? Show him some love. Walter Thurman." Up next, out of Garfield High School in the University of Washington, he's the Huskies' all-time leader in assists, a veteran of 3 NBA teams in 4 NBA seasons. One of the all-time greats to wear the purple and gold, where he wore the number 5, Will Conroy. Next up, from the cast of Love is Blind Season 4, based right here in Seattle and back for his second year with Champions of Change. Make some noise for Kwame Appiah. This man is one of the most legendary wide receivers to ever put on the purple and gold. In 1991, as a senior at the UW, he was first team All Pac-10, Pac-10 Co-Offensive Player of the Year, consensus All-American as a senior, leading the Huskies to the national championship. One of the greatest we've ever witnessed in the Emerald City. Number 5, Mario Bailey. Next is a Super Bowl champion, a 7-year veteran in the NFL out of Buffalo, Washington, and a member of the 2013 Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl squad from Juanita High School. Number 19, Brian Walter. He is host of the Carla Marie and Anthony Show on Twitch, as well as the Morning Show podcast. Give it up, Seattle, for Worst Anthony. Next man is a dedicated public servant, Port of Seattle commissioner, and back for his 2nd year with Champions of Change. Let's hear it for Sam Cho. You've seen her on TV as a sports anchor with Fox 13 News, but she is a hooper through and through, played college ball at Idaho and professionally in Luxembourg. Tonight, she's going to show the boys how it's done. Give it up for Alice Charleston. Up next, an actor and director, and tonight out the show, he is in fact a baller. Give it up for Petey McGee. Another dedicated public servant, Seattle City Council member from the 3rd District. Let's hear it for the Honorable Joy Hollingsworth. Now, we got some royalty in the house. Dominant and fierce. Feared around the league as the heartbeat of the Seattle Seahawks defense. A 2nd-round pick out of USC in 05. Member of the Seattle Seahawks first Super Bowl team in 2006. One of the greatest Seattle's ever known. Number 51, Lofa Tatupu. Drafted 9th overall in the 2022 NFL Draft. Currently an offensive tackle for your Seattle Seahawks. Get behind this man and let him go to work. Give it up for Charles Cross. And now, time to meet your team captains. One of the greatest receivers in a generation, a 2-time Pro Bowler, led the NFL in touchdowns in 2015, 2nd all-time in Seahawks TDs in history, a Super Bowl champion. Oh, did I mention the brother can hoop? Because he can. Give it up for Seattle legend number 89, Doug Baldwin. And now let's introduce the team coaches. His first memories of Seattle were watching his dad coach some of the greatest Sonics teams in history. He went on to have a great college career at Boise State, then on to the pros. Currently, he's an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers. Welcome back to Seattle, Kobe Carl. This next man was the German Mercedes, as Kevin Calabro called him. A sharpshooter who could pull down the rebounds. He was greatness personified in his NBA career. Joined the Sonics in the 90s. Became a pillar of the squad that reached the 96 finals. 3-time NBA All-Star. Number 11 from your Seattle Supersonics. Dead Left Shrimp. Let's hear it one more time for Team Shrimp. Carl. Now our next team is Team Peyton Brown. Let's meet the players. Up first is another one of our fan players. He's joining the team with a community roster spot. Give it up for Philip Bailey. This next dude caught everything, baby. I mean everything. He's a 6-time NFL Pro Bowl wide receiver, played for the Hawks in 18, retired and got into broadcasting where he kills it as a co-host for Showtime's Inside the NFL. Let's hear it for number 15, Brandon Marshall. Up next next, a popular Seattle-based hip-hop producer and songwriter. And he's back for another run on the hardwood here at Championships of Change. Give it up one more time for Jake Wan! Up next, he's an actor and producer playing the role of star athlete on the course today. Can I hear you make some noise for Anthony Dalton II? Next, a 5'9" sharpshooting guard hailing from Shiprock, New Mexico and San Jose State University. See you in the W real soon. Give it up for number 5 from the Spartans, Annalise Finley. This next dude can launch and drain. One of Seattle's most decorated prep hoopsters in the last decade, a 2-time program MVP at Seattle's Eastside Prep. Back for another Championship Change. Seattle's own Ben Eckerly. He was a cast member of Love is Blind Season 4 here in Seattle and turning competitor for Championship Change. Give it up for Marshall Glaze. Another legend of Western Washington sports, one of the best pass catchers our state's ever seen. From his time at Montlake with the Huskies to turning in the greatest catch in Seahawks history to win the 2014 NFC Championship. Mr. Big Play, number 15, Jermaine Kearse. She's a star guard of Newport High School's girls basketball team in Bellevue, nationally ranked and about to take everyone in the country by storm. And on Doug's team tonight by storm, make some noise for Newport High School's number 23, Portia Polo. This dude's got a pretty good name for hoopers. He started Nathaniel High School, then collegiately at the University of Providence, Montana. Suiting up tonight and his grandfather is his coach. Give it up for Freddie Brown III. Up next, this is a funny dude. And a Seattle native out of Shorecrest High School, a star of TV, film, comedy, and stage. Wearing Dr. Phil on his jersey? Okay. Let's hear it for Adam Reed. All I gotta say about this next guy. You mad, bro? 3-time first-team All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champ, number 25, Richard Sherman. Couple more late roster additions. 5'4", Scatterbug guard from Houston. Number 4, Sharonda Johnson. Up next, he was a quarterback's worst nightmare, racking up 39 sacks in 5 seasons with the Seahawks. Starting defensive end in the 2023 Super Bowl champion Seahawks, he's number 72, Michael Bennett. Last but not least, a durable and disruptive playmaker in a 10-year NFL career. Part of the heart and soul of the 2013 Super Bowl champion Hawks and a 2015 Pro Bowl selection. One of the finest the Emerald City's known. Let's hear it for number 56, Cliff Avril. Now let's meet the coaches. We have true basketball royalty in the house tonight. The number 6 overall selection by the Sonics in 1971. And he played his entire career with the Sonics, and his number 32 is retired. The captain of the 1979 NBA champs. Let's hear it for the amazing downtown Freddie Brown. And last but not least, number 2 overall, drafted by the Sonics in 1990. a member of the 50 and 75-year all-time teams in the WNBA. In Seattle, his number 20 will hang in these rafters one day. He's the Glove, Gary Payton. That is Team Peyton Brown.
Playtime mode is big league. Go. Playtime mode is big league. Go. Playtime mode is big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league. Perfect release from the top of the key. Step back, pull up, switch cheese, slam. Got the crowd out their seats. One step closer to the big ring. Courtside seat so close I could trip a referee. Send them draw the foul and one, that's three. The reason y'all lose, you don't stick no lead. So we ain't gotta play team ball. This key show. Been won a championship in the trap. This rolling a trophy, I hold it up. They let us get up with no points, it's a wrap. Don't shine every time, it's an open look. Shake them up, cross them up, post, move. Defense, lock them up. Ain't nobody hot as us, hump, fake. Shoot again, added up. 24 pointers in the AP shot clock. Down with the rocks in your ear calls. On the ground, don't stop one day.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please to center court. Champions of Change leaders. Cliff Avril, Michael Bennett, and Doug Baldwin are standing by at center court.
Welcome back. And we are so grateful for y'all to come out here and show us some love and have a good time with us tonight. The only thing I'm going to say is the white team's going to win. Hey, for real though, I think y'all know the essence of what we're trying to do. This is a community effort. This is us doing work in the community, but we cannot do it without you, without your support. So truly, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now let's have some fun tonight.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Cliff. Thank you, Mike.
I just say happy Juneteenth.
And now it is my pleasure.
Welcome back into the cast here. I am G. Scott. That is Stacey Joe Ross. Stacey, the game is getting ready to get started.
I'm excited. I'm excited for all these celebrities, all these former players. This is going to be a fun one.
This is. The question of the day is, will Doug Baldwin finally get a win? We will see. He is the white team. We will see. Bless his little heart. Bless his little heart.
I worry we're being too mean.
Hey, but I'm super excited because my favorite Seahawk quarterback of all time is going to be joining us. And actually, he joins us right now, Mr. Matt Hasselbeck. Matt, what's up, man? All right, that was pretty awkward. That didn't happen that way, but that's okay. Maybe it's a little bit of a delay. That's all right, but at least we do radio for a living, so it really doesn't matter. So
that's true.
We'll wait for Matt to join us. The game's getting ready to start.
Hey, this is Spence. This is Spence.
You guys got me? Now?
Yeah, you guys got me? Gee, you got me or no?
Well, it's going to happen at some point. Matt, can you hear us, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, that's all right. Look, I know what it's like sometimes. You know. Oh, there he is. Hey, what's up, baby? Man,
how are you guys doing?
I see you wearing the UCLA in here today.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's got a good basketball lineage. I feel like I know it's
okay. Well, you know what? If I can let my comms people know that it's hard for me to hear number 8 right now.
Okay.
You said what? There's a huge delay.
Matt with the shrug.
We're doing a shrug.
We're back in peak COVID when you're on a Zoom call. Anything you wanted to say on that?
Matt, look, just sign language, bro. If you was here, I mean, how many points would you score, man?
I mean, I'm thinking like 21, probably.
It's going down.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on.
Matt is on the East Coast right now. He's in Boston. And it's 10 o'clock his time, past 10 o'clock at his time. I'm loving it that he decided to come on and join us. This is tough right now. This is a real delay.
While we try to get Matt figured out, can I just tell you something that I feel like makes me a bad Seattle sports fan?
What's that?
I just went to Boston recently.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Did you like Boston?
I mean, I didn't really experience Boston, the people. I experienced Boston, like the shopping, the eating, the going around. Went to Fenway. It was fun. But, like, I will still hate them, right?
Okay.
Because I'm loyal to the soil.
Okay.
But I feel insincere doing it. I thought Boston was a good time.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I'm a different person now.
Yeah, you are different.
I understand if this impacts our friendship, if this impacts the rest of this entire broadcast. I get it. I totally do.
Yeah, for sure. Now, let's see what's going to be starting out here in a sec. Okay, Mike Bennett, Cliff Avril is going to be starting, of course. I wondered if they're going to start Doug Baldwin. Oh, wait. What sign does he have?
Stop.
Matt, just put up
Matt,
a sign.
if you can hear us, hold it up again.
Hold the sign up, bruh.
What if it says help? The entire interview.
Bro, this is...
The entire interview is Matt. I would score 70. The Wilt Chamberlain holding up 100.
Yeah. All right, well, I hope everybody at home's, the delay is too tough. Well, Matt, I'm about to text Matt. Matt, man, thank you for your time. The delay is too tough.
All right, well, we'll keep talking about this game and encouraging you guys to donate. I mean, ultimately, while we would love to be able to talk to Matt, we're here to be able to talk about the game, to watch the game, and also to be able to get you guys to donate. Alaska Airlines is matching the first $5,000 that you guys give to this. Can I also just say, before we make fun of these guys for 2 hours, it is very cool that Cliff is retired, Doug is retired, all these guys aren't playing anymore. They stay not only living here, their kids are here, but helping the communities here.
Love that. Love that. Did you see Richard Sherman is wearing a Legion hat? Shout out to Legion out there in Bellevue. Oh, Sherman with the little pad. Oh,
okay, well, that would have been, I mean, it would have been cool. It would have been really cool.
Of course, Doug starts the game. You know how that goes.
Of course he's starting. Why would he not be starting?
Will Conroy, the pride of Garfield. Charles Cross is a left tackle for a reason.
Yeah, and this is the thing also I'm a little concerned about Charles. Who let Charles Cross start this game? You let him get 2 minutes before the half to go out there and have fun and make friends.
Oh, is that an Ackerley? Is that Ben Ackerley with the 3? There it is. Good. Big timer. Now you know Doug wants to go. Oh, look at Doug. Doug passing the ball to B.
That's teamwork.
Wall.
That's teamwork, and I love it.
Yeah, love it. Well, since we're talking about this basketball and just this game in general, I really love what the Champions of Change organization is doing. Again, this organization with the. Oh, did you just see Richard? Yeah. Richard Sherman just really – he's going to be a Hall of Fame DB, but a basketball player, he is not. But anyway, Champions of Change, what they're doing, these 3 individuals, Mike Bennett, Doug Baldwin, and Cliff Avril, what they are doing to help supercharge organizations out here that are doing the work, highlighting that. So absolutely love what they're doing. I tell you what, man, some of these guys are – I think in pretty decent shape. Basketball is really a tough game.
Yes, absolutely. It's a tough game.
I mean, the shape that you have to be in consistently, constantly. Look, my man Will Conroy is just super nice. Throw it to Doug.
Can you imagine being in football shape and then not being able to shoot? Like, imagine being a professional athlete in some sport.
Right.
I'm not saying Julio can't. I'm not saying, I don't know, pick a player in any other sport besides basketball. But imagine being that guy where you're like, I'm an all-star. Or maybe you're a Pro Bowler, you're an all-pro, and you just can't shoot.
Right.
Right?
Now, I want to talk about the introductions. I want to talk about the introductions that had. Now, I don't know if you guys got to see at home the introductions that was going on, but of all the people getting introduced, did you notice how the crowd constantly shows love to Richard Sherman?
People
I
love
mean, people.
Sherm.
I just want to know, like, the dude is like forever a town legend, no
Yeah.
matter what. Every time he gets introduced, Stacey.
Absolutely. Well, and I'll give Richard Sherman this too. Like, he was a polarizing figure when he first came onto the scene, and obviously we all remember the Aaron Andrews interview and kind of like his introduction. And what was it that he said when he was on? It wasn't Stephen A. It was Skip Bayless or whatever.
I'm
Better in Life.
I'm better in life than you.
Like, just these moments that was like. It is really cool when Seattle's put on the map with personality, with
Right.
someone with personality, and he
Right.
had a lot of it. Has a lot of it. But
Yeah, I
there were moments thinking like if it was 2024 with how Twitter is today, with how everything is today, the memes that would have come from it.
one thing about just life in general, it comes down to timing, right? And Richard Sherman, I remember when he was drafted here. I remember in the very beginning. I remember the "You Mad Bro" against the Patriots, right? It was during that time right there. I remember there were not a lot of people in Seattle that embraced that right away.
No.
Right? We were transitioning into the LOB. They weren't LOB right away. So all of that trash talk and all that, even the Aaron Andrews. I was with Richard Sherman the day after that Aaron Andrews interview.
What did he say?
He showed me his mentions. People were so mad at Sherm for his comments after that, right? Like, don't put a sorry receiver on me in a sorry receiver. Talk about Crabtree. So there it is.
I just remember the classic people. Oh, it's not classy. But I do think now people would react a bit differently. Like, I think we've collectively learned, like, oh, when you're in the moment and you've just made this huge play, you've got this adrenaline going, or why not talk trash if, you need confidence to be able to play this position? Like, we truly speak about sports differently. Not in every way.
Right.
Not in every way.
Right.
But in some ways. I have to say, I am wondering if the intensity in this game gets to a level where we see some scrapping. No, we won't. We obviously won't.
I think so. Being at these games, what usually happens is this. The first 2 to 3 quarters, especially the first half, it's chill. Everybody having a good time, right? Getting a little playing time. When you start getting to that fourth quarter, it gets real. So I expect for the game to stay close into the fourth quarter. I don't think there'll be a blowout. It will stay even, if you will, right? Because it's going to be the playing time. Towards the end, there's going to be some players that won't see the court again, and it's funny when that happens.
Guys, I'm looking at some of the coaching here, some of the defensive plans.
Right.
I love a celebrity game. This is actually a good pace, though. I'll give it to him. You know what's going to happen is you're going to start getting the actual athletes that suddenly start being like, forget you guys. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get it going.
Right.
You feel good about your choice for game MVP?
Absolutely not. I have no idea. Look, I'm just here, like Marshawn said, I'm just here so I don't get fined. If I've seen about 7 or 8 air balls, though, Stacey. I don't know if you have been seeing that, and in some of my words, it might be a little bit of, might be a delay or something. So I want to make sure I don't talk about current shots. But I've seen about 7 or 8 air balls, and it has been crazy. Charles Cross.
Okay.
Yeah, finally.
There you go, Charles. Okay, that was enough, though, right?
Now, by the way, if you're listening right now, shout out to everybody in SeaTac, Tyee, right?
Yes.
Let's give some love to Tyee. Tell us about your experience going to school at Tyee.
My experience going to school at Tyee. Well, first of all, it's one of those places where you say you're from SeaTac, and people are like, the airport? It's a real place. Shout out anyone from SeaTac.
Right.
Shout out to SeaTac, keeping it local.
So, you grew up in SeaTac, right?
Yeah.
So, when you grew up in SeaTac, were you guys like, when people used to come visit you guys from the airport, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like literally, were you 5 minutes from the airport?
No, I'm not kidding. Literally, like, if we had, like, a taxi driver pick us up from the airport, we had to be like sometimes they'd be like, I don't want to do that drive. Because this is like $5, or this is back when it was taxis. It's not Ubers. It's not like a minimum fee. It would be like you get like the ticker. You know what I mean? Anyone Gen Z and like younger is like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
What's not an Uber?
So at Tyee, were you into sports or what?
I did swim.
You on the swim team?
Yeah, I did get in the pool, so that's all I'll say on that.
Okay.
Now, did I do other sports? No. Can I run? That's none of your business. Would I be making any single shot on this court today? Also none of your business. It's none of my concern. It's none of my business even.
Okay.
Am I here to critique it? Absolutely. Am I here to make fun of people doing things I can't? Yes. Also, yes.
Right. Okay. So, but let's go back. Let's talk about the swim team. So, what made you go out for swim?
My best friend was doing it. So then we both went out for swim. Get this.
Okay.
So I've never done sports growing up. I wasn't athletic, anything like that. And so we both try out for swim, and then she leaves. She leaves before school starts, and then I did swim for 4 years.
Really?
I didn't quit. I didn't do anything. I was just like, well, I guess I signed up for it. I should keep doing it.
So swimming, and then do you still swim?
Yes. Where are you getting at with this?
What are you talking about? I'm just having a conversation. Look,
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Yeah, I still
First of all,
swim.
I've been knowing you all these years, and the whole swim thing, I've never.
You never knew I was a swimmer?
No.
Well.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, as Doug, I think we're getting ready to have Doug Baldwin come on with us. Doug!
What's up?
What's up, brother?
Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, well, we're trying to make this happen.
Oh, no. Maybe Doug can
Oh,
hold
no.
up signs, too.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'm glad.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there we go.
Can you see me? Can you hear me? They can't hear me.
Doug. We're trying to do this, too. Yeah. You know what, Doug? Your Wi-Fi remind me of KJ's when we was doing the podcast with him. Sometimes, man, some of y'all folks in these podcasts. Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right.
What we need to do is just give Doug a mic and be like, forget about questions from us.
Yeah.
Just tell us why your team is going to win today.
Hey, they just asked me if we see Doug. Yes, we see him. Just can't hear him. Well, anyways, we're back to the game. There's that.
Can you imagine if you, Doug, you swim?
Doug, do you do this? Now, since you was doing the swimming, did you ever do any lifeguard stuff too?
No, I did not. And I also feel uncomfortable sitting in an exit aisle. That's a lot of pressure on your hands.
I know.
Saving someone's life.
But it's a lot of space, though.
It is a lot of space.
You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of space on that exit aisle, you know.
Gee, have they ever asked you to do an all-star celebrity basketball game?
No. You know what? You know what's crazy?
What?
I play college basketball. That's the thing. That's what's crazy. But at the same time, you know, your boy, I just ain't in that shape no more. Matter of fact,
GP, what are your thoughts so far about
I
your
ain't been
team?
in that shape in years. But I will say, I have lost a little bit, you know what I mean? But I just ain't in that shape. I'm still, let's see, 1, 2, carry the 5 plus.
All right, you got
I'm about
Coach Fred Brown.
30,
Is he
about
any
35 pounds heavier than I was when I played in college right now. So, yeah, I think so, yeah.
I mean, that's just weight to throw around on defense.
That's
when
the
you
thing.
think about it.
But I broke my right ankle. Wait, no, I broke my left ankle, and I ruptured my right Achilles tendon. So that's what happened. I don't know about that.
Backboard.
This game is boy. Look, some of these folks running down the court is for certain hurting. I mean, look. Oh, he tired. He gonna call himself out the game right
I would
now.
absolutely call myself out. run with this.
Hey, so tell us about the Seattle Sports Station and your show, the Bumper Station show.
Oh, my God. You know, we've been talking a lot of Mariners lately, obviously, with everything that team's been able to do. Still a frustrating team, though. I mean, first place. You're grateful for it?
Yeah, it is first place. But what's going on with Julio? I mean, here's the thing. Like, Julio was supposed to come in, you know what I'm saying? This was supposed to be his year. Superstar. We was going to be talking about him on a national level. And, look, the pitching has been great for the Mariners. You know more about the Mariners than I do. But what's going on with Julio?
Well, I don't know. And that's the thing that – so we've had some people – right, you see the text line.
Yeah.
Sometimes we love it. Sometimes we don't.
Sure.
But you see the text line, and I've seen a lot of theories from people. And the one that always makes me immediately dismiss it, I won't even entertain it, is this idea that he's just not good. Oh, what you saw for 2 years was just kind of – it tricked you, right? Like it was just – and you know how hard it is, G, to be able to be that talented and have those years and to be able to do that at a professional level. Like, that's not a flash-in-the-pan kind of moment. 25 home runs, 25 stolen bases in 2 consecutive seasons. It's a down year, but you don't just throw that away and go, oh, I don't know, maybe it's fake.
Right. Well, the thing is that one thing I have learned about being around these Mariners, being a Mariners fan for, I've been here 25 years. It was some good stuff when I first got here. We all know about the 2001 season when they won 116 games. But every time, you know what I'm saying, since then, it's always been hurt feelings, if you know what I mean. And every time you get like the Godfather Part 3, every time I get out, they suck me back in. You know what I mean? And so you just get the Mariners. You don't.
It's trust issues. It's trust issues.
How about this? I love the Mariners. I'm just not in love with them. But wait. I am going to be rocking some Mariners stuff. By the way, I'm going to have wardrobe change. You see me. You see the Storm. Shout out to the Storm. You see the Sonics. There's going to be some wardrobe change. I'm going to be showing love to all the local teams. That's going to happen here tonight. So, anyways, we got a game still going on right now. We're still having fun down there. Everybody is good. Everybody's healthy. That's important. We want to make sure everybody stays safe. If you're watching right now, thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. This is the Champions of Change charity celebrity basketball game. There is a QR code. So what happens is once you scan that, a top donor every single quarter will have an opportunity for a chance to win memorabilia signed from Doug Baldwin, Michael Bennett, and Cliff Avril. So go ahead, that QR code. Now, Gen X, baby boomers, I know we just now finding out about that QR code. You know what I mean? But you grab that phone and just, you get right there.
And again, Alaska Airlines is matching the first $5,000 donated to this. And so if you can even just afford I'm going to give 10, just like a small amount, think of it as, assuming everyone does this, doubling it, right?
Right.
Up to $5,000 Alaska Airlines is going to match. So, I mean, even if you can donate a little bit, if we all do that, then we get to 5. Well, let's make it 10. So thanks, Alaska Airlines, for doing that.
Now,
we need to get there.
Real quick, did you were a Love is Blind watcher. You see Marshall Glaze. Marshall is here. I want your thoughts. First of all, I love my man Marshall. I thought Marshall, you know what I'm saying? What do you think about Marshall, Michelle?
Marshall's with Jackie, right?
He was. Right.
The Marshall and Jackie storyline was slightly less intriguing. I'm saying it while he's down here. Sorry. Slightly less intriguing than Kwame and Chelsea. And Kwame's also here.
Kwame's here too.
I was so obsessed with what was happening in the lives of two strangers the entire time, trying to figure out whether it was real.
All right, we have 15 seconds.
They
left
are
in the
still
first
together.
Quarter.
And they are active in this community.
Oh, they are? Yeah.
Sporting events. Yeah. I will admit to his face,
huge attempt, but
if I meet him tonight, I did not expect them to actually make it to stay together. But I love that they did. I love them as a couple.
You know what I would tell him too? I didn't expect them to stay together either.
I didn't. I saw the photo shoot and I had questions.
Remember
the photo shoot?
I don't remember the photo shoot, but I remember that nice place they had with all the windows. They had that little house condo or something. I was like, man, I didn't even know Seattle had spots like
I didn't either, but I also heard that the Love is Blind crew, this show, pays for you to stay in these really nice places. So they pay for like a little like apartment or wherever that they stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know all that.
You know how invested I get with my TV shows, and if it were up to me, if this game was up to me, while I love all of these, athletes we have here, I would say, Doug, check out, Bravo. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Real Housewives cast. Love is Blind.
Okay.
Love Island. Let's
Right.
get some more celebrity reality TV stars in here for a little drama on the court.
Right. Now, I tell you this, Stacey Joe. I noticed basketball, the celebrity game, is fantastic. There's a little. Oh, that's Walter Thurman, Super Bowl champion, former Seattle Seahawk right there with the little putback going on. Shout out to Walter Thurman.
All right. Also, if you're planning to travel this summer, make sure it's with Alaska Airlines. Become an MVP with Alaska Airlines today.
Hold on. This trip got me Alaska Gold 75K status? Looks like I leveled up somewhere between Seattle and New York. I knew you earned miles faster than other airlines, but okay, this is next level. I wonder if they'll take my photo and put it in every seat back on every airplane. I really hope fame doesn't change me.
You see that whole way? See Shelly waving? All you have to do is sink that putt. That's it.
Now go for it.
You think you can do it?
Yeah.
Line it up, Mason. Here we go. Good luck.
Oh, $50,000 towards a Brotherton Cadillac.
Holy crap,
Well,
dude.
that's...
Blitz, move!
Well...
Oh! Blitz almost
That's
with the
one
assist.
way you can do it. That's one way.
Mason, thanks for trying. We're gonna give Brittany a shot at it. Brittany, how are you? Are you ready? Now, did you follow? He gave you the read. What'd you think?
It sucked.
Wow, Brittany. For $50,000 towards the Brotherton Cadillac, all you have to do is right where it says putt to win.
Right there where Gary Payton is.
Here we go.
All right, $50,000 towards a Brotherton Cadillac.
Is she going Happy Gilmore
She's
style?
coming
That
down.
was weird.
Be the ball. $50,000. And we're looking at 30, 20, 10.
Hey.
How's your credit?
But you at least hit the board.
The target. I had
Hit the target. Nicely done. Give it up for Mason and Brittany for giving it their best shot. We have consolation prizes, and thanks to Brotherton Cadillac for, offering up to $50,000.
As we'd like to take a moment to recognize the 2024 winners of Black Education Matters Student Activist Award. This year's honoree being high school students Jaden Watts and Anya Souza Ponce, who received the Penny Bennett Award given by Seahawks legend Michael Bennett in the name of his mother, a lifelong educator. Jaden is a senior at Issaquah High School and a founding member of the Issaquah Students League. Anya is a student at Ballard High School and a member of the NAACP Youth School. Tremendous work to tremendous youngsters. Black Education Matters Award offers $1,000 to deserving students who demonstrate exceptional leadership in struggles for social justice across systemic racism. That is important work. These are important people leading our future. Can we get a nice round of applause and show some love for these two tremendous members of our community? And a big thank you.
After one quarter of play, Team Peyton Brown is up 26-18. Brian Walters looking towards the rim. He goes hard to the hoop.
A hard
He's
foul.
gonna
He
get
goes
the
down
foul.
hard. Wow. want to point out
We're back
that
up here.
Ray
It's
now
G.
is in the
Scott.
game.
That
I don't
is
know what Gary
Stacey
Payton
Ross.
was thinking.
We're having a good time. Really appreciate all of you for being here with us, man. It means the world. I don't know if you're on your couch. I don't know if you're at work. Whatever the case might be, we appreciate you guys for being with us. It means the world right here. So as we're sitting here hanging out, this is the Champ Cast. We're live from Climate Pledge Arena, downtown Seattle. It's the Champions of Change celebrity basketball game. Stacey, you having a good time? Talk to me. What's happening?
Absolutely having a good time. I mean, I love it's my first time here. I have heard from anonymous sources.
Okay.
You. That Doug Baldwin's jumper may not be it. That he may have been in trouble from Gary Payton for some of his past play. That there may be some issues brewing in the locker room ahead of this one. But I don't know. I'm having a great time watching this. His team looks pretty solid.
Right.
This is a close game.
This is definitely a close game. Like I said, it's going to stay. One thing about this game, it stays close throughout, and it actually ends up being a good game. You get to the fourth quarter, I promise you, it's going to go down, right? So the fourth quarter is definitely pretty good.
Mm-hmm. You know what I would absolutely be doing, speaking of wearing a sweatband, is full gear. And it also made me think, I know this isn't about this game in particular, but I'm curious your thoughts on this. 10 advisors in the NFL.
Love it.
Am I right or wrong? You cannot wear one if you aren't getting tackles, if you aren't making plays. Right? Or wrong. That's my theory on 10 advisors. I said what I said. If you wear one and you are a third string safety, I love that for you. However,
okay.
I think it's like you gotta bring it. I think of Cam.
Right.
You know?
But real quick, hold on. I've never thought about that
Unwritten
before.
rule.
I've never judged somebody like, oh, dude, why you wearing that visor? You don't make plays.
Oh, well, because you're a kind, good person, and I am a fashionista.
Did your fashion game come from Tyee High School? Was that?
Yeah. No, first of all, G, I'm not going to say the years that I was in Tyee High School because we don't need to talk about it. But let's just say that all anyone was wearing were North Face and knockoff Uggs. Shout out Costco.
Shout out Costco.
Shout out Kirkland brand Uggs.
Hey, you know what I want to talk about?
Yeah.
As we're watching this game, the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And you see, shout out to the Seattle Seahawks organizations that I've been connected with for 21 years. Love the Seattle Seahawks and everything that they're about. It's a new regime right now.
Yes.
After 14 seasons of Pete Carroll, you had an opportunity to interview Mike McDonald, new head coach for the Seahawks. Give us your takeaway in the very beginning, and give us some of the things that you think about the new regime coming forward, all of the things that you have learned so far.
So immediate takeaway, immediate, because obviously he joined us like a minute before. No, we've talked to him off air afterwards for like a minute, so you kind of get that demeanor of what's this person like when no one's watching.
Right.
Really professional. I would not. He looks young, but like he's only a couple years older than me, and I would have guessed he's much older. Like he's just got an air about him.
Right.
That I think will push back against the idea, as I'm sure like Sean McVay did, right? That pushes back against that idea that, oh, he's 36, he's the youngest coach in the NFL. Is he right for this? Is he going to be experienced enough? That experience will come, but this guy just has a good head on his shoulders, really mature. And also, I seemed confident. I had heard rumors that, not bad ones at all, only good things. I had only heard good things about him, but I had heard like the kind of stereotype about like, is this someone who's going to be naturally introverted and will have to challenge himself not to be like that in a job? As you know, you watched Pete Carroll here closely, in a job that requires you to really put yourself out there to make players believe. Like, I don't know how successful you can be as a naturally introverted head coach unless your name is Bill Belichick. Like, it's going to be a very hard thing to do. But he kind of talked about it, which I think pushes back against that. He was like, I need to challenge myself to step out of my comfort zone and have uncomfortable conversations. I don't know. I think he's perfect for the job. I really do. I genuinely do.
Wow. Real quick, Cliff Avril's son just hit a three-point shot, and I know he feels good about that. Love it. Okay, little boy. Okay, look at him.
You know what I got to ask you now.
Ba-boom.
Bronny at 55.
LeBron James' son.
Let's talk about it.
Bronny, let's talk about it because real quick, first of all, your GOAT could never. Hold on. Ooh. Cliff Avrill's son just hit him with back-to-back three-point shots.
We never predicted the MVP.
It's going down.
We predicted the wrong
Oh, my
MVP.
God. It's the X Factor. Okay. All right, wait, hold on.
No, here he goes again.
No. I was getting ready to say. Okay, black team, of course. You know, they doing their thing right now. That's Team Avril.
Now, was this kid listed on the roster? Do we have a violation here?
It might be. Okay, so let's get back to Mike McDonald and what's going on with them. You interviewed him right at the beginning. And look, 14 seasons of Pete Carroll. I'll be honest, you're talking about an organization and especially an era that was so pivotal in my life, right?
Where is
As you all
Richard
know,
Sherman's
it's no
hat?
secret.
Yes, Adam Ray's mom has it.
God.
No lack of intensity here. We are going to take a timeout on the floor.
All right, fans, would you please help me welcome to our Champions of Change court. Yeah, they're with us each and every home game. They practice several hours a week. They learn 2 new routines for every game, ages 5 to 15. We love them so much. And most of them are here tonight. Let's give it up for your Seattle Storm Dance Troupe.
I just suck my roof. I'm a hot head, bitch, I lose my cool. It's on my lip, I told him, do it no proof. Spit the block, you roll the window down, I air it on the truth. I'm a strip ghost. I'm a roll that run. Yeah, I'm on that time, Still got the same 5 friends with me. Against the party, let the effing in dance with me. They said how you got 2 phones and never answer me.
Let's hear it again for the Storm Dance Troupe. Advanced Nourishing Champions is a collaboration between Champions of Change and Safeway, aiming to address the gap by providing funding for nutritious snacks and meals for high school sports teams all across Washington State.
Man, you see it. We're here, Champions of Change, celebrity basketball game, right here at Climate Players Arena. I am T. Scott, joined alongside the executive director of the Champions of Change organization, Mr. Buki Gates. Buki, grateful you could be here, brother.
Gee, I'm happy to be here, man. So excited that you are tuning in and watching and listening to the Champions of Change All-Star basketball game. Obviously, you see some great basketball. So some are crying down there of laughter. Others are crying because it's just bad basketball.
Bruh, I didn't see 6, 7, 8 air balls, bruh. And that was in the first quarter.
Right.
Yeah, it was something. Before we get to the game, we'll get to the game here in a second. Let's talk about everything that you all are doing. First, thank you for what this organization is doing right now. Your mission right now is an organization that not just highlights the importance of what's going on in our community, but you highlight and you actually help use your platform to supercharge other organizations to get out there and do the work. First, I want to ask you this. Before we get into all that, I want to ask you what it means for you to have a hand in doing out here in this community.
You know, it means a lot, right? I mean, being from this community, obviously you want to continue to give back. There are opportunities that you have. There's pain points that you experience in life as a young kid when you're growing up, seeing some of the social determinants of health that obviously stand in the way. And then you see these organizations that are giving their all in trying to support and help out, but yet there's little sustainability in their operation. And so what we're doing at Champions of Change is really trying to spark the sustainability and that fuel the fire and the flame for these organizations to continue to do the great work that they're doing. And these are many small grassroots groups that are still kind of getting their feet wet into this game, but they're having impactful work. And that's the thing that we want to do, is continue to empower.
Buki, man, look, one of the things that I do know, and I've seen you work, seeing what you do and what you've been doing, I know that this just didn't happen overnight. I know you growing up, you have something. You have something that happened to you specifically that you saw. I need you to tell us something that happened that had a huge impact on who you are today.
I'll tell you this. There's this concept that we talk about with the 3 Ps. It's pain, passion, and purpose.
Okay.
And so this pain that I experienced of being a kid in the inner city right there at Garfield Playfield, and then being displaced after the age of 12 to try to play sport, right? But then realizing that there wasn't the support services there for our community. So when I did go over and play on the east side, and granted, that was a great opportunity. So I will say it gave me what I needed for that moment, but I still had to come home, G. And when I came home, it was a challenge, right? Because I was seeing my friends and my peers who were far better than me in this sport that I was playing, but they started falling victim, right? There was gang affiliation, gang violence, gun violence, firearm violence, all these things, drug, alcohol addiction, those mental health came factor. Those things really sparked this passion that I have for play and sports-based youth development, which also was like, no, we just need community development. And so that continued to fuel the passion and the power that we have now as Baseball Beyond Borders, but then also just being involved with Champions of Change. It was like when I saw and had the conversation with Cliff, with Mike, and with Doug, I knew that it was something that I can get involved in, and I wanted to be involved in.
I love that. When I first heard about Buki Gates and everything that you do, one of the things, your passion is baseball, right? Like, that's your thing, right?
Yes.
And that's one of the things. I grew up in Chicago. Man, Jackie Robinson West, all that kind of, baseball was real, right? And what happened, right? Like the 80s, it was a big deal. In the 90s, it was a big deal. And then all of a sudden, it dried up. Yeah. I know that you in this town are trying to bring that back. You're trying to get the inner city playing baseball again. What is the hurdle? What is the hurdle right now with baseball?
You would say financial, right? It's a cost. There's a cost associated with baseball, and not everybody has that direct access. And so when those resources are limited or they're very confined, that's where you're seeing guys go, and people, girls and guys, go into different sports to participate. And so now we're really trying to just open up access, man, and giving kids opportunity to see that baseball is a viable vehicle. And it's really about just teaching you life lessons, right? Baseball is the only game you can have success even when you fail.
Right.
And so the concept of failure is not really something that most people can deal with, right, or cope with. But in baseball, that's all you're going to experience.
I want to go back to something you said. You talked about the pain. And I want to slow it down for a second, because I think anyone at home, maybe you know about this or maybe you don't. And what you talked about is you had an opportunity to go play on the east side. And then you were doing your thing. But then you would come back home. And Buki, when you would come home and you would see your friends that had more talent than you, but maybe they didn't have the resources to be able to get in these sports. I want to talk about the families out here, the kids out here that don't have the ability, the resources to be able to be engaged in these after-school programs, and what that means when they don't have an opportunity. Why it's so important for these families and these kids to have access to do these things.
You hit it on the head right there. It's really about family dynamics. And I think we often look at the individual. So as much as I was looking at my peers, I had to look at the family dynamic, right? And how that parent may not have had the wherewithal or the knowledge or even the ability to want to give their kid the opportunity to go out there and experience play or just any sort of recreation or after-school activity. And so I think when you look at KJ, an ambassador of Champions of Change, and the work he's doing around financial literacy, that wasn't readily available. So again, it's all about access. And so the work that Champions of Change is doing is continue to open up doors to these organizations to provide the access for whatever service that they need. And that's important for us. Obviously, food security is big. Mental health and well-being is huge with Odessa Brown. Obviously, there's also the need for arts and really creating spaces. And you heard Mike talk about it last night at the gala, the empathy and having empathy for space and really creating it to design that is specific to a community that is viable and vibrant. So those are the things that we're really just trying to elevate.
Right. Well, look, if you're listening at home and you're watching this, understand what's going on. And what's going on is this is an organization that is grabbing others to help to have access for everyone, for these young men and women to do that, to help these organizations, right, to empower them to do these things. There's a QR code that's right there that you can scan right there. And one of the most important things is that that's one thing about community, right? It's all of us. The one thing I respect about the Champions of Change and what Bookie Gates is doing, Mike Bennett, Cliff Avril, Doug Baldwin, these athletes, they didn't run, right? They didn't run. They're still here. They came. They won a Super Bowl here in this town. And you know what they decided to do? They want to use their platform to be able to help. So you can help too, because you know what? Right now, we need you and everyone else. Scan that QR code and have an opportunity to give. Really so grateful for you to join us. Bookie Gates, thank you for everything you do, man. Keep rocking. Keep rocking, brother.
Thank you, G. We appreciate it. We just want to make sure that people know it's about trust-based philanthropy. And that's something that you don't see right now in the philanthropic space, but that is what Champions of Change is all about, and that's what we're looking to change the narrative around how we give and how we serve.
Bookie Gates, thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we're going to be hanging out a little bit. I'm going to let our comms team know. We're going to just step off for a second. Really appreciate Bookie Gates for joining us, Executive Director for Champions of Change. He's going to get back down there and check on what's going on in the game, because I know Richard Sherman has a camera in his hand, and I don't want no problems. I don't know if he signed no waiver. I don't know what kind of disclosure. Nothing. Don't have Richard Sherman with the camera. All right. We'll be back, like Chuck Willie would say, in 2 and 2.
Back to Avril.
No pressure, Sherm, but we can see your camera right now.
I don't think.
And I think you're making folks seasick, quite honestly.
I am
think
ill.
That's
I am sick.
Not going to work very well. Sherm decides better of it. He's going to take his spot on the bench.
Gary Payton's team up by 7.
The inbounds play.
Here comes Xavier Bennett again with
who looks for the 2.
a very Gary Payton looking shot. Here comes Lowe for the 2-for. Will Conroy and the foul.
The perfect time to break, to send it over to Jordan Babineau with one of our honorary coaches for the evening. Babs?
All right, our honorary captain and coach for the quarter is Jessica from Seattle. What's up, Jess?
Hey, how you doing?
Shout out to
Team Taunton Movement Mortgage.
All right, what do you think so far with your team? They still have the lead, but they're letting it get away.
Never that. We came to win tonight.
So far, who do you think is having the best game on your team?
Little Avril, he's shooting buckets tonight, representing for the team.
All right, give it to the Avril. We got a little version of LeBron and Bronny happen on Team Avril. What else you want to see?
I just want to see us take the trophy home. That's all. Do what we came to do.
All right, you heard it from Jessica from Seattle. Make some noise. Give it up.
Thank you, Babs. We've got Team Peyton Brown pushing the ball, and Freddie Brown III stepping in front of the pass.
Gorgeous
nice
shot.
Outlet, nice fundamental layup by Benally.
Well played.
Baldwin comes over to the scorer's
Doug Baldwin
table.
completely out of breath. Checking
Forced
himself
Anthony
in
gets
for
a
some
chance
reason.
at the shot. Nearly hits it, but instead it'll be a rebound for Avril. Leads Benally just a little bit too far as she runs into the photographers. Doug Baldwin will check in. Will Conroy will take a seat. Would you like to know a fun fact about Doug Baldwin?
I'd love to.
The only person to ever drop an F-bomb in a live radio interview with me in 16 years on the Seahawks sideline.
My gosh. And he just got the 2 points and the foul.
Also begins with an F.
I'm G. Scott. That is Stacey Ross. You know Stacey Ross, host of the Bump and Stacey Show on the Seattle Sports Station. Stacey, what's your takeaway so far? What you got?
What I got is everyone's having fun and living their best life.
In the NFC Championship.
All right. So
No, what I got is I came in here expecting a very lopsided game. I'm a very unfair person.
Right.
I saw these rosters and I thought, love the civic duty.
Okay.
But we got some athletes. It's a little lopsided with athletes. And yet, And yet,
Florida
Team
Seattle
White,
commissioner back in
they're
the game.
crushing. They're doing such an amazing
Just about
job.
1 minute to
Cliff's
go
son
in
came
the
into the
first
game
half.
for Team Black, did a great job. This is your third time. This is my first time watching this game.
Okay.
It's so fun.
Michael Bennett
Right.
with the 3-point.
It's so even pace.
But here's the thing, though. Team White's losing. And Team April's winning. It's 40. Yeah.
I say trailing.
You say
24 behind the back.
Would we call it losing, or would we say they're getting back into it and they're plucky underdogs?
Yeah. It was good having Buki Gates on. I think they're going to get Walter Jones. He's going to come on to the show here pretty soon. Cliff April, bless your heart, man. I don't know what you up to. But anyways, I want to go back to our Seahawk conversation that we had earlier.
Maybe they just
And
looked away on that play.
look, I was hurt. I was.
31 seconds in the
Pete
game.
Carroll for 14 seasons. It's really going to be tough to not have him there. But at the same time, you know what? One thing I've learned in life is it's natural to have a feeling of not liking change, right? Right? Some people don't like to change. They don't like to change their pants. They don't like to change their shirts.
Much less their head coaches.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those things it's important. So it happens sometimes. It was a great run, no doubt about it. And what they did, they won a Super Bowl. They went to back-to-back Super Bowls. They didn't win that, but that's okay. No, it's not okay. But anyway, they didn't have him.
It happened.
But now I'm on board with Mike McDonald. There's a few reasons why. Number one, you go look at his track record and what he did with the Baltimore Ravens. When he showed up to the Baltimore Ravens in 2020, right when he showed up in 2022, the year before, that defense was ranked 19th. He got him last year to where they ranked number 3. Right? That defense was rocking right away. Instant. What I've seen over here and what I've heard so far, Mike McDonald is no fluff. There's no fluff going on over at the Virginia Mason Athletic Center. There is constant work going. Not to say the work wasn't happening before, but one of the examples I gave, have you been to OTAs, you've been out to OTAs, you've been into practice, and you probably heard the music's been playing and all this kind of stuff. Is the music playing still? Yes, the music is playing. Yes. But the music is playing as if you're at work or something. You know how you got that little white noise in the background? That's how the music is playing. Because before, if Stacy and I were out there at camp at OTAs, we probably, What'd you say?
Exactly.
Because the music was so loud.
And I liked it.
Now, no, it's not going down like that. It's straight football. It's happening.
I honestly, so one of the conversations that Bump and I kept having is whether or not, and this maybe was silly in hindsight, like really stupid in hindsight, but whether that style of coaching would resonate not only with a group of guys who had a very different style, but with young guys.
Right.
Like how is Gen Z, this is so stupid in hindsight, but how is Gen Z going to react to, a tougher environment, a strict environment?
Right.
The answer is just fine because football culture is football culture.
Right.
It doesn't matter what generation you are. I know the older generations, and you're going to speak to a very important member of one of those generations, have a different idea, but
Big Walt! Big Walt's in the building! Come on, have a seat, my boy. Yeah. Come on, bruh. Man, here he is. Man, I tell you what, every time I see it, he wears his shirt. He makes sure he lets it be known. It says he's the best to ever do it, right? You know, he represents right out of Florida State. You know what I mean? First round draft pick of your Seattle Seahawks. Seahawk legend, Hall of Famer. Make sure you get that right. HOF. Don't never forget it. He joins me right now, Mr. Walter Jones. Big Walt, what's happening?
What's up, man? It's good to be here, man. It's good to be seeing these guys, man. Like, doing stuff for the community, man. So it's awesome to be here.
Why you even play?
Come on, man. I'm 5'0", man. I told him when I get to 5'0", I'm doing all that stuff. All I'm going to do is keep coming back every year to see every guy that decides to sit down and watch it.
Right. You see somebody out there. You see a few out there. This day last year, ain't it?
Oh, yeah. You can see it.
This day last year.
Hey, you can see it. I tell you what, man. When I used to do a charity flag football tournament every year.
Yeah.
I did it for 2 years and I was done. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm just going to coach this. All right, so we'll see what happens.
You know what you do be doing?
What's that?
I like you on TikTok, Big Walt. I like when your kids be having you on TikTok, man. Why your kids ain't been having you on there lately?
Man, you know how kids are, man. They got their own thing going on. So anytime they ask me to do it, I said, let's go. So, it usually happens during the season time because, during the season, you're having fun, getting ready. Because, once I get up get started for Sunday to get ready for the game, I turn all the music on so they know that Dad is getting ready now. So it's time to get up. So I turn all the speakers on and get ready. So then all of a sudden they say, Dad, let's do a TikTok before we go to work. So it's fun to do that with them, man. Anytime I get a chance to do that.
Couple things. Why you never coached, Big Walt?
Why I never coached?
Yeah, how come you come back to the NFL and coach?
Hey, you know what, man? I tell people all the time, man, that it's just if you got a niche for it, you got it. I feel like a lot of guys just don't have the niche for it when they want to do it because they understand what it takes to play this game. And then now you got to train a lot of people, man. I don't know. That's why you don't see a lot of guys doing it because it takes a lot of work. I take my hat off to coaches because, we played a tough game, but still, again, the way that they prepare and get ready, it's a lot of work.
Now, I agree. Who are the GOAT, best of all time, is subjective. My opinion, in front of your face and everybody else's face, you are the greatest left tackle of all time. Awesome. Let me just say that.
All right.
That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, I believe that you are the greatest left tackle of all time. Could you teach what you did?
I think I can. I think what I do, man, I just try to mentor a lot of young guys, man. Every time I meet a young guy, I get their number and all that stuff. I'm not here to try to teach you how to play the game. If you want to learn how to watch film, how to pick up stuff, because a lot of times, once you get to the level, it's all about watching film and studying guys. Because, most of the time, most of these guys are big man on campus in high school, college. Then when they get here, now it's all about being a professional and being a student of the game.
Yeah. So when you meet young guys that play your position, what's usually, when they ask, what is usually things that they need help with?
I think it's the hardest part is just watching film. I think for me personally, that was the hardest thing for me too, to learn how to watch film, learn what guys are doing, like on third down, second down, because you think you're just going out there and blocking those guys. So for me, I used to teach those guys, man, just how to watch film, what the guy's doing on first down, second down, third down, because he's going to do something different every time. A lot of times, these younger guys just watch film and don't know what they're watching. So for me personally, I just want to help these guys, to teach these guys to watch the situation, what down and this and end to go. That's going to totally decide on what that defensive end going to do on you.
What is it? I mean, I see you at a lot of community things here. You live in Seattle. Seattle's your home and all those things. Why do you do it? Why do you get out here and touch the community every chance you get?
I think it's all about your upbringing. I think once you get into this game, a lot of times people always ask you, once you're blessed to be able to play this game, you want to give back. You want to. For me personally, I always want to meet the younger kids to understand and let them know that, hey, I was in those seats too. I saw guys walk in and stuff, and all you want to do is reach one kid, and that's the kid that's going to come back to you and say, hey, I remember when you came to my high school. So for me personally, it's all about giving back and let people know that you're still humble and you understand how tough it is out there, but still, again, you want to let them know if you push for it and this is your dream, don't let anyone tell you that you can't do this.
I need to confess something to you in front of everybody. Look, so as you all know, I used to be a car detailer for the Seattle Seahawks. I've been knowing this guy, 21 years is how long I've been knowing him out there at Northwest College in Kirkland. I used to get a chance to clean Big Walt's car, right? And here's the thing. I used to look forward to it so much, Big Walt would hand me $100 bill every time. So when he tells you this dude's been giving back, Big Walt, man, them $100 bills you used to give me, you understand, man, they used to come through for me, man.
Oh, man, it was all good, man. I think the cool thing about what you was doing, man, you was giving us an opportunity because, we working all the time, so you was there to wash your car. So how cool is that, to get your car washed when you're going to work? Because, when I first got in this game, man, my family used to think that you went to work for 2 hours and that was it. They're like, so what do you do for the rest of the day? I said, no, you at work all day. So for you don't have a chance to go out and see what's going on. So for you to come in and help these guys keep their cars clean when they didn't have to go try to find a car wash, I thought it was pretty cool. So appreciate that, man.
Hey, real quick, though, because I know there's some youngsters that's watching, and they don't remember these stories. But then some of y'all do remember these stories. Can we go back to the day when you used to hold out and used to go push Cadillacs?
You know what, man? I tell people all the time, man, when I did that was because I hated doing squats. Every time I would go do squats, my back, I tweaked my back. So I started trying to find ways to get ready for play football. And then when I was in high school, my coach, we did that too because we come from a very poor high school. So when we had to do leg day, that's what we had to do, push truck. So when I was holding out, I was trying to find things to help me, because a lot of times, like I tell young guys, you have to do things that's predicated to what position you play. If I go out there and run with the receivers or the running back, I'm not preparing myself for the game that I'm playing. So I always want to do something that's going to prepare me for a Sunday. So, and that's something that always prepared me to be ready when the game starts.
Big Wall, you like Benjamin Button. I think you look and feel and dress younger today than you did 20 years ago. How come your wardrobe game didn't push up?
Man, it's just you learn, man. It's all about what you say, experience. You learn, you look, you watch. You know, when you come in the game, you don't know that, so you just watching. Then as soon as you know, them checks start coming in, then you start figuring things out. So for me personally, you know, and then I think for me personally right now in my life, I'm having the best time of my life, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you come out here, you be with the fans and hang out with all these guys, man. Especially these guys, man. Now these guys that have won the Super Bowl and they still here in the city. Yeah. For me, that's pretty amazing.
Big Walt, we appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
Man. Yes, sir.
All right, Big Walter Jones, best ever do it, Hall of Famer, everybody. There he is. Hey, yeah, you got it. Hey, always love when Big Walt comes on, man. Like, again, Walter Jones, best ever do it, the most humble. Right? Humble to ever do it. Love how he do it. We'll be back to you in 1 second.
All right, Champions of Change fans, let's take a look at the video board. We've got some fun highlights from the first half to take a look at.
Shoot my shot like, hey, hit the red dot like, hey, finger on the trigger like, hey, 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 hey. Shoot my shot like, hey, hit the red dot like, hey, hitting her spot like, hey, 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 hey. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I hit it. I'm fully committed like, hey. I studied the target. I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shoot my shot like, hey, hit the red dot like, hey, finger on the like, hey, 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 hey. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, hey, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had a like we in the getaway. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I go to sleep, then I light up the street, got her screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlson if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, hey, hit the red dot like, hey, finger on the like, hey, 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 hey. Shooting my shot like, hey, hit the red dot like, hey, their spot like, hey, 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 hey. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I hit it. I'm fully committed like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shoot my shot like, hey. Hit the red dot like, hey. Finger on the like, hey, 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 hey. Baby, I'm loving the taste. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a what computers is putin'. I go off the field, no hedgy, just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cuban, smoking on Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than like you can. They sending shots, but I'm high, just juke it. Hitting my dance, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shoot my shot like, hey, hit the red dot like, hey, finger on the like, hey, 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 hey. Shoot my shot like, hey, hit the red dot like, hey, no spot like, hey, 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 hey. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I hit it. I'm fully committed like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shoot my shot like, hey, hit the red dot like, hey, finger on the like, hey, hey.
I'm not in a mood, cause my flight delayed. So I jumped on a private jet and I'm asking a pilot the ETA. Lambo parked on a landing strip, everyone in my gang and my DJ paid. Why is my man talking about inshallah? These times he don't even pray. Why is my man wearing a Jesus piece? How does she squeeze in them jeans? Big behind and petite this waist. Take time with the GB, we don't beef nobody like GBK. Woke up on the wrong side of bed, so he's gonna get if I don't have my peace today. I love my young boy, I won't lead him straight. I'm stuck to little bro like PVA. Paid already, I don't need no hit song. We don't need ID, little bro 17 in the club, he ain't scrolling TikTok. F's just saw him a thick one. Which one? Who do you want, bro? Pick one. If I shoot my shot, I'll hit one. Matter of time till I get them all ticked off. Alright, we could go ban for ban. Bet we can go M for M. Quarter mil for the Maybach truck.
Hoops fans, the BECU poll for Champions of Change voting is now open. So check out the video board to initiate your voting process. Start making your voices heard for who you think deserves to be the MVP of tonight's game. It is brought to you by BECU.
It can't look good, it's a new one. You the type, like the type on computers. Got a mask when you ain't no. Top 10 when she don't act bullshit. Me and your friends can go to a room. Good friends, it depend on my mood. Maybe back then, this ain't no rule. We could go ban for ban. We can go M for M. Mama got a body like Kim and them. Mama been killing that gym. We can go watch from change to change the rings on him. I done got rich, but I'm still with it. Land in London and go to the ends. We could go ban for ban. Yeah, we can go M for M. Quarter mil for the Maybach truck. Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90, the US, the version, the bribes, I'm really a threat. It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
Jump on it. Make it shake, 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 make it shake. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play. Push your mouth out. Just get out, throw it back or something. Just get out for all these ones. Just get out, throw it back or something. Just get out for all these ones.
Friday night in downtown Seattle, the Climate Pledge Arena and Champions of Change for the third year. We gotta get ready. Let's turn up Seattle. I see a whole bunch of you just sitting down like we had a movie or song. Nah, we're here to watch them hoop. Can I get everybody up on your feet and make some noise? That's only some of you on your feet. I need everybody up on your feet and get loud. Championship change. Second half is here, Seattle. Let's go. Throw your hands.
Are they actually on? We hope you had a nice halftime. Will Conroy, Husky, Garfield graduate. Adam Ray back in the game, everybody. What is Gary Payton thinking?
Well, Gary Payton's team has been leading for this entire game, up 46-43. They're doing it with consistent shooting from the field, 42% in the first quarter, 40 in the second. But I tell you what, I'm sorry, Rod Marr was just giving us the strategy, being employed by Doug Baldwin, who
It's a close game, Jen. We got a 3-point lead. Gary Payton's team.
To ensure the perfect matchup.
I think they should just let Detlef and Gary settle this, just the two of them. A game of one-on-one for the next 30 minutes.
Do you think they have the legs to do that?
Absolutely. Adam Ray with the ball.
Jake Uno in the game as well. Ackerley.
Adam Ray with the pass. Portia Polo with the pass. Here comes Adam Ray with
drives.
the 2 points. Adam Ray's mom in blue, never been more proud. Here comes that was our fan player almost hitting it. Sherpa and Charles Cross with the 2. Adam Ray with the 3-point attempt. Baldwin gets a piece of it over to Polo. Bailey. Oh.
Nice defense being played.
Michael, you sit here.
Ray looks, thinks better of it. Out to Bailey. Rims it in and out. Charles fights for the rebound. Can't corral it. Ackerley still the leading scorer for Team Peyton Brown with 11 points. Gets it over to Ray. Cho with the takeaway. And now a foul on the floor.
It's on.
Hello? Oh, it's on.
Yeah. Welcome to the broadcast and the microphone, Michael Bennett.
Whoa, yeah, thank you.
Michael, this seems not a great team strategy to have the players announcing the game and not playing.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's very interesting out there. This is one of the whitest teams I've ever seen right now. It's very Ivy League right now.
The white jerseys and the white team?
And the way it's been Juneteenth. It's too many of y'all on the court.
Do you know anything about the fan player, Sherpa?
Was 24?
Yes.
Ooh!
No, not 24. He's the Seattle, the port commissioner. Number 11.
Yeah, child, I don't know why you did that. Oh, champ.
Adam Ray.
Oh, my bad. Look at Adam Ray. I've never seen somebody with so little talent. Good job, Adam.
He's doing great.
You're doing great. You would have been good in like 1920.
He just got stuffed by the Port of Seattle commissioner.
Yeah, when there was no black people, was no integration, you would have been really good. I can see him being an MVP.
Doug Baldwin with a
Good job,
terrible shot.
Ooh, look at that pass.
Somebody got a piece of it. Polo almost pulls it down. Player shot over to the Port of Seattle commissioner with.
Hey, P.I. Mud, I see y'all.
Just give him the 3.
Yes.
Just give him the 3. All right.
That was good. That was nice.
Great shot. Who would have thought the Port of Seattle commissioner would be this good?
He's pulling up. Ooh!
Another terrible shot.
Another terrible shot.
All right, welcome back, you guys. Don't forget to donate. Top donor this quarter will be entered to win a Champions of Change signed memorabilia from Doug Baldwin, Cliff Averill, and Michael Bennett. Just scan the QR code that you see in the corner of the screen to get entered to win. As you can already see, we have a guest. Steven Hauschka joining me right now. And this is what I love about this iteration of the Seahawks. You guys stick together. Right? I mean, you're obviously not playing tonight.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I'm one of the smarter ones to not play out there, not trying to embarrass myself. But
were you asked? I mean.
Oh yeah, I could play, but I'm not going to try to do that.
I think you should be saying like I could dominate.
The funny thing is that everyone talks casually about it, but they're training like all year for this.
I absolutely believe it. They came into the studio to talk about it, and they were like, "No, this is serious.
This isn't just like a one-night thing. They've been training all year to go out there, and they're a little like stressed about it too. They want to play well."
So, can I ask a question that I hope doesn't offend you? Now, kickers, place kickers, special teamers, unique people, right?
Yes.
That was pretty bad.
There is a competitiveness and an intensity that football players have. Does that carry over? Do you consider yourself as intense as these guys with, let's say, a charity basketball game? Like, are there things where you find yourself really competitive?
I'm not exclusively competitive. If there's something I really care about, I'll be competitive, but it's more kind of with myself.
Yeah.
So not like one of those super competitive people, but in the right thing, I'm like as competitive as it gets.
Yeah. So what's the right thing, obviously? Playing.
Ackerley, leading scorer with the ball.
Helping your team and city win.
Fair. You helped this team win a ton.
I don't know, ever since playing football, that's something that's really fun to be a part of. It's something bigger than yourself, and I really enjoyed doing that. You know, I'm not like the most outgoing person, but I was able to be out there in the spotlight and do that job, and it really worked for me somehow.
Did something change on the field? Because I know that there are players who are maybe not necessarily introverts, but yeah, maybe not the loudest guy in the locker room. Did you, when you went on the field, feel that? Or game's on the line, you've got to make this, are you calm?
Yeah, I was, you know, it wasn't like my natural personality to want to be out there in those situations, but I knew I was good at it, and I really believed in myself. So when I went out there, I would like find this mindset where I know I can do it. I just have to trust myself and believe in myself. And so when I found myself in those situations, I knew I could do it, and I would actually get myself thinking that way before I even went out there. And that was one of the fun parts about it. It was this whole it was very similar to golf. It was very much a mental game, and like a emotional and spiritual game too, to get myself in that courageous place where I could be my best out there when it mattered, not just for me but for my whole team and the city.
Yeah, speaking of this team, and you obviously went to a Super Bowl, went to another, reached greats that the city hadn't seen from this organization before. Everyone watching has memories of this, and it's why everyone has just so much love for you guys, for you, for this team, for this iteration, this era. When did you realize this team's special? Like, I just wonder if it was earlier than we did.
The first day that I walked into the door of Pete's building.
What was it?
I just immediately felt like I was part of the team. The guys, all my teammates were like super supportive. They were hooting and hollering, and Coach Carroll was pointing out all the good things that guys were doing compared to other organizations where I was, where coaches were pointing out all the mistakes guys were making. So guys started believing in themselves, trusting in themselves, and there's a lot of high-quality coaching and all these things that go into it. But there was a really beautiful culture there that's why we're so close. And obviously we won a championship together, but these guys have done amazing things off the field too, which that's not normal. I've been around a bunch of teams. Guys aren't doing things like this like they are in the community in Seattle. And it's just a testament to everything that John and Pete built, and a testament to how all the guys came together and became their best selves in the organization.
Do you feel that tie as well?
Yeah.
I'm sure you were so excited to be here, and there's a special bond when you win that much with the team.
Yeah, it's so special, and it wasn't just about winning. It's a fun reason for us to all come back together.
Yeah.
But we all played our best here together, and part of the reason was we all held each other to a higher standard, and we all like supported each other in that journey.
I'm sure you got to know these guys very well. You guys are friends, right?
Yeah.
When did you get the feeling that these guys were meant to do some more stuff after football? Because this has been something they've done for 3 years now. Champions have changed, focused on the community as a whole. None of these guys are from Seattle.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah, they all live here, and I'm making it my intention to spend more time up here because I know how special it is, and like my bond with the city and vice versa is so important to me, and my bond with all my teammates. And I see what the guys are doing in the city, and that's not something that happens anywhere. It's special here. And I think 2016 things really started to shift, and around Black Lives Matters movement, and like there was a lot of intentionality and conversations in the locker room around how to make the most impact, and I was very much involved with that with my teammates, coming from a different perspective. And I was supportive of what they were doing, and it's amazing to see how powerful they spent so much energy trying to figure out how to make the biggest impact they could. And Champions of Change is really, I guess it's been seven or 8 years now.
Yeah.
It's really been a 7 or 8 year journey, and for a lot of these guys, it's their entire lives the experience of their entire lives coming together, and they're putting it all together and making amazing changes. I was at the event last night, and you should have seen the gala. They hearing Michael Bennett and Cliff and KJ and Doug talk about these organizations that they're supporting and giving money to empower the communities, and the reasons why they're doing that. It's really special. And I've been to a lot of charity events. I've been seeing a lot of charities. What they're doing here is amazing. It's really special, and it's genuine and organic.
I agree, and you kind of have to have a feel for a community, for a city, to know who needs help and to know where it's needed. And so when you have guys that dedicate the time to say, I'm going to raise my kids here, I'm going to live here, they all have homes here, they all visit if they don't have regular homes here. To know a city is to know where you're needed, if you're a civic servant, if you're someone who wants to help. And so that's something that's so beautiful about this. I love that insight about the way that the locker room culture shifted, and the way that, because you think about when you're a kid growing up, and did you play a lot of sports? I'm sure. So I'm sure that in all these sports, when you're a kid, they preach winning, but you're also teamwork and be a pillar of the community and be a good role model. And then sometimes we kind of forget it. Like, you get to the pros and you kind of think like, all right, my job is to win, my job is to do these things. And then for these guys, for you, for so many people, you leave and you go, wait, I learned so many important things about giving back, about being a good role model, about helping out, and I'm not done with that. Like, that doesn't just end because I'm not playing. I'm sure that becomes you.
Yeah. And it's inspiring, and there's KJ got more involved this year, and I think more players will continue to get involved because they see how special it is, and they just want to plug into it.
Very cool message. Very cool stories. Loved a trip down memory lane.
Hearing
about some of your early moments with Carol. It's been so cool hearing these stories. Stephen Hauschka, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to step away very briefly, let our broadcasters get back in here, and don't forget to donate. Scan the QR code.
Thank you.
Here comes Will Conroy. Pass over. Oh, quite the block. He got it back.
Okay, serve. Hey, did you see the
12 seconds on the shot clock.
Lopa.
Oh, another rejection. That is two.
Let's go, serve. Let's go, serve.
2 in 1 possession. One man defensive.
One man, one defense.
It's like he knows how to play defense or something.
He does.
Mario Bailey over to Lopa.
Hoopin.
Shot clock violation.
Oh.
Over to Benally.
Come on, Cliff. You're looking like Russell Wilson out there. Pass
over to Mario Bailey. Huskies. Finest. Here comes Will with the 3 attempt.
We're going to keep an eye on this. Casey, I think you've got Coach Carl standing by. I can't wait to hear what he's going to say right now.
Okay, I'm here with Coach. Coach, how are you feeling about the game today?
It looks like the guys are having a lot of fun and girls.
Let them play. Oh, Richard Sherman through.
A bunch of guys who want to be on the floor, have some fun.
It looks like you guys have taken a lead. What do you guys got to do to secure the W?
Well, I think that's the fun thing about coaching. It's not up to me, so it's up to these guys. We got some competitive guys here, so just let them do what they want to do.
Thank you. Back to you, Jen.
And let's get back to the action. It is heated. A 1-point game. 28
Lopa,
seconds to go.
terrible shot. Terrible pass. They're back.
What's going to do, Sherm? It's tired.
Apaya creating the
Okay,
turnover.
good defense.
Apaya.
All right, B-boys.
Finish.
Like that time you had 22 catches in one game.
13 seconds left.
Conroy
One
right
possession
in the
left.
middle of the action.
7 seconds. 3-ball attempt. Oh! White team up by 4 with 1 quarter
I need to
left,
come
Michael
back.
Bennett.
They need me back.
Hold on. This trip got me Alaska Gold 75K status? Looks like I leveled up somewhere between Seattle and New York. I knew you earned miles faster than other airlines, but okay, this is next level. I wonder if they'll take my photo. and put it in every seat back on every airplane. I really hope fame doesn't change me.
I am G. Scott, joined alongside host of the Bump and Stacy Show on the Seattle Sports Station, Stacy Joe Ross. Stacy.
Yes.
Stephen Hauschka.
Oh, what a great interview.
What money in the bank when it came from him kicking field goals from the Seattle Seahawks. How was that interview?
It was fantastic. And can I be honest? I thought of you. So we, a while ago, we hit break while we were having a conversation about Pete Carroll and kind of those early beginnings. And he really took me on a trip down memory lane. And I asked him, hey, when did you know that this team was special? He said, the second I stepped into Pete Carroll's office. This was a guy, he's like, I've been on other teams. It's one thing, for some of these guys, maybe it was the team that drafted them or they immediately signed to and they were so good they stayed.
Right.
I've been on other teams, and I came here, and this place was different. And I know that right now this is a team in a period of change where you move on from having Carroll. I loved covering Pete Carroll as a reporter.
Right.
I truly did. And you were talking about how much she meant to you, but also I'm curious to know how you felt about the transition to a new head coach. It's a weird place for people with that kind of connection to a team.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I say hard, again, when Pete Carroll showed up here in February of 2010, I was the car detailer. I cleaned cars out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to see where my life is today is, first of all, I'm super grateful for the Seahawks organization. If not for them, all things are possible because of them. But more importantly, I just so appreciate my journey and so appreciate let me just bring you guys into something real quick. There was when you hear always compete and you hear about the mantras that they would talk about, win forever and all those things were really important. I got to see the hard work and what it took to really get to the next level. I saw Sherm and Russell and Golden Tate and Doug Baldwin and Jermaine Kearse and all of these guys in the very beginning of their career. Were they special players? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But what set them apart from everybody, not just in the National Football League, but in the world, was the work ethic, was the dedication, the constant pursuit of excellence. So I'm trying to explain that because I got to be a part of that, and it has been special, I still understand there has to be change. And there is. And there's change now. There's a new regime in Mike McDonald, and I'm super excited about Mike McDonald and what he's going to do. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you right now, the Seattle Seahawks, I believe in life, sometimes it's about under-promise and over-deliver. Under-promise and over-deliver. And this is one of those seasons where I don't think the expectations league-wide or even right here at home are as high when it comes to the Seahawks, and that's why they're going to sneak up on teams. That's why I think right now they have a run game. I think that their defense, their secondary, I think is excellent, very well. I think their wide receiver group might be 1, 2, 3. I don't know that there's any team in the National Football League that has 1, 2, 3 the way they have. The way they have DK Metcalf, the way they have Tyler Lockett, and the way they got that young bull, JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. You heard me say it. You heard me say it.
That's true.
You heard me say it. JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba will be a Pro Bowler, will go for over 1,000 yards this season.
He was the standout of OTAs. Every single reporter we had on, hey, who's standing out? Jackson Smith and Jigba. Didn't hesitate, just immediately. And I know that sometimes camp can be hands camp, so wide receivers stand out, but you also have an eye when you're a reporter and you know what to watch for. You know when someone's just big and tall and can catch, and you know when someone is really talented.
No question, no question. And look, as you can see, this game is still close. Matter of fact, Team Baldwin is up right now. Don't call it a comeback. Like Doug Baldwin say, I've been here for years. You know what I mean? But that is happening right now. But again, this game has been fantastic. Make sure you guys scan that QR code. You can scan to donate. I know us Gen X, baby boomers, what's the QR code? You see it right there, right up under Stacy. The QR code is right there. So go ahead and check that out. Stacy, I got to tell you, seeing your career has been great. We'll be back to you 1 second. There's some people that I love to introduce, and I can introduce this dude right here in my sleep. Been knowing him for 21 years when he was a first-round draft pick out of Washington State. He is the pride of Tacoma, Seahawks legend, Mr. Marcus Trufant.
Hey, G, what's up?
What's up, baby?
What's up? I'm good, man.
Okay, real quick, who we got here with us? You got the kids with us today?
Yeah, man, I only brought half of the squad upstairs with me, man. I got everybody else sitting downstairs. I don't think it's enough room in here for the rest of the squad, but I got my son, Cassius.
Okay.
And then I got my daughter, Cassidy. And they came up to support Dad up here on the show.
I love it. I love it. I love it. True, what you been up to, man?
Man, I've been up to a little bit of everything. Of course, starts with the family, starts with the kids, man. Since I retired, I went head first into the family. So I'm cheer dad, I'm dance dad, I'm soccer dad, I'm volleyball dad, I'm track dad, I'm choir dad. All that is first. But, yeah, man, you know I still got my foundation. I'm still doing some business, doing some real estate. My wife and I have a podcast, Truly Unruly. It's about all the foolishness that goes on in a relationship, kids and everything. Shameless plug. That's what I'm talking about.
Straight coach. So let's get to the podcast. Truly Unruly.
Yes.
And you're doing a podcast with your wife.
Yes.
Okay. What y'all be talking about, man?
We be talking about everything, man. Everything from the birds and the bees. Everything from parenting, and we just talk about everything, man. Okay. It's a fun show. We like to let our hair down and just have some fun. It's not always kid-friendly, but it's a fun show.
Okay. So, True, you and your wife, y'all been, let me see if I can do this. Y'all been married at least 15, 16 years.
Yep, 16. 16 years. Good memory, my brother. Good memory.
Come on,
good memory. Yeah.
16. What's the secret? What's the secret? Everybody want to know, what's the secret?
Everybody wants to know the secret, man. The secret, I think, is different for everybody. But the secret for me is always keeping an open mind and being open to compromise, right? It ain't always got to be my way or the highway, but that goes both ways now. Yeah. I know we like to say the happy wife, happy life thing, but you really got to communicate if you really want it to work.
No doubt. You know what I want to talk about? I get an opportunity to bring up.
Okay.
I didn't even know I was going to see you today. I was thinking about this today when I was driving. Now, there's a lot to my story. There's different, like, when I write my book, there's going to be different chapters, right? Depending on when you join the G. Scott book, it's going to depend on which characters are going to be in it.
Okay.
Let me start off by talking about one chapter in it that involves Marcus Trufant. You know what I mean? I want you guys to know, if you guys ever seen The True Experience, car detailing, all of that, you know what I mean? It was one day this is a true story, y'all. He might not know the other half of this. I was at Bumpy's in Puyallup, drinking, life in trouble, and I had an idea, maybe want to do a car service or car detailing. I called Marcus Trufant, and Marcus Trufant was like, I'm with it. That gave me an opportunity to be like, oh, it's sparked. But I just want to say in front of the cameras, and I do hope one day we get to tell more of this story, but this is real quick right now. True, I have not been able to give you your flowers in front of the world. I do plan on doing it properly. But, brother, there was a point in time that you saved my life and got my trajectory going. And I want to say to you in front of the world, I'm extremely grateful, and there's probably no way I could pay you back. There's no way I can. So, True.
And you know how you do that?
How?
And you just keep doing your thing, man. Over these the 20-plus years, man, you just continue to grind. You continue to push forward, man. So that's really the only thing. And you know I'm not looking for nothing in return, of course. But, yeah, I just like to see you do your thing, man. It's a good look on you.
Yeah, no doubt. But, True, man, you just been out here. And you just, man, True, the thing is, man, you just out here. You always out here, but you silently out here. How does that work? You know what I mean? But you out here, but you're not really, like you said, you're doing the dance,
right,
doing all that kind of stuff, man. I mean, then your brother played career, both your brothers, all of that kind of stuff, man. You keep the family tight. How's your mom doing? All that stuff.
Mom is doing good, man. And just for me, man, and how I move, I just try to be me, man. I never really I don't try to press too hard. I don't try to be nobody else. I don't really try to be in, I guess, with the cool kids or whatever, man. I'm just me, man. I'm just Marcus from Tacoma, maybe. Yeah. You know I got to shout out T-Town, but you know how I get down.
I shout out T-Town all the time. You told me to move into T-Town a long time ago.
Yeah. That's where it's at. But, yeah, man, just being low-key, man, and being humble. And those people who know my dad, just real chill, man, just laid back. And that's what it is, man. That's where I get it from.
There's no way in the world I'm going to let you leave this without talking about that man. I want to talk about Mr. Chill, your father. Man, that almost choked. Man, your dad, man.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean to the world, brother?
He means everything to the world, man. Chill was one of those cats that he impacted so many people and didn't have to say a lot and didn't have to do a lot, man. He did everything with his heart, and he just did it like that, man. And he left this thing on you that you left him a little bit more relaxed, man, a little bit more chill, and just wanted to chill out, man, and have fun. Every time you was around Chill, it was a good time.
What is something that you are doing today as a father and or a husband that he would be the most proud of if he were here today?
That I'm there. I'm involved, and I really make sure that my kids know that I'm there for them. And that's good, bad, and that's the good, bad, or the ugly, right? And with my kids, I got so many, and everybody's their own self. Everybody's an individual, so you got to parent differently. And my dad was really hands-on. I always laugh with my kids all the time because it was 3 boys in our household, so we ate up everything. Chill was running back and forth to the store same day for snacks and doing all types of extra stuff that you might not think a parent should do, but he always went that extra mile. And he worked graveyard shift, bruh. So you come home and you want to sleep during the day, and us boys is running around. We playing basketball. We throwing the ball up against the house. We making noise. We doing all that. Chill never really raised his voice, though. All he had to do was talk to us. Hey, y'all, I'm trying to get some sleep. Cool. Right. All right, then we tone it down, and that's how I try to deal with my kids. And you know, I'm not as smooth as Chill. I'm still working on that.
Okay.
But that's just really what he taught me, man. The patience and just being able to talk to your kids goes a long way.
Love that. Truly Unruly is the name of the podcast. Here's my suggestion to you. You want a podcast that you're going to go to, you're going to get a lot of takeaway. Here's someone, NFL veteran, the pride of Tacoma, his home base. He shows love to this state, this city all the time. But more importantly, you learn a lot why this man is who he is, the family man, husband, and more importantly, man, a community icon. Marcus Trufant, grateful for you, brother.
Appreciate it, my man. Much appreciated.
Yes, sir. We'll be back to you. We'll throw it back to the game. Man. My man. We back in the seat. Back in the seat like we never left, boy. Yes, sir, bro.
3 minutes left in the game. We got a 2-point lead.
We've got Freddie Brown III checking in. Curse at the line.
Jermaine Curse. It is now a 1-point game. Jermaine Curse ties up the ball game.
With 3 minutes to go.
Brett
into
Brown
the lane, into the
intercepts
opponent's
the pass.
hand.
Jermaine Curse.
The alley-oop over the hoop.
No call on that one. Doug Baldwin almost with a beautiful move. What a pass by Brown.
Thurman there to close out on defense.
And
fights
Black
his way
team
to the
takes
hoop.
the lead. Gary Payton's team is in the lead. The yelling has paid off.
But Charles Cross is getting ready to check back in. The big man has done damage on the boards and from the field.
Charles Cross hates towels. Will not wipe himself off. Timeout.
Gary Payton has just called timeout to regroup with his team. He's huddling them up, and you can almost hear what he's saying from here. Animated as ever.
Couldn't hear what you said, Jen. The echo in this place is insane. 2 minutes left in the game. Whatever you said, I'm sure it was great.
Let me see your chest. Get low, scrub the ground. Let me see your chest. Push it up, push it up. Let me see your chest. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Yeah.
I got them shaking they boobies like Congo, man. I'm shaking the city like quake. The haters blowing the face like Gonzo, cause I'm breaking the cake, so let's bake. I'm taking the game.
Final 2:03 of
Brandon
the game.
Marshall with the ball, inbounded.
Goes to Marshall.
Doug Baldwin, it is and the foul. Delef Shrimp's team down by 2 now.
To the line is Brandon Marshall.
Doug Baldwin, a foot shorter, I believe, than Brandon Marshall.
Now they're going to say that it is on the floor, out of bounds. It will be Michael Bennett looking for the inbounds pass.
Jen, do you know what's happening right now?
I do know that Gary Payton is going to get this straightened out.
If it's any consolation, this is also how Gary Payton, his orders go at taco time. This is probably a technical. The guy in the Hello Kitty pajamas is furious. Amazing that the refs start calling fouls on every play now. Walters, or Tiny John Cena, inbounded. Will Conroy, pass off.
The big man goes up. He is fouled. 1:41 to play. 2-point game. As Charles Cross heads to the line.
Jen, if Charles Cross makes both shots here, it will be a tie game. I was talking during that. Should we let him take it again?
I think so. Doug was taking a seat on the front row. You know what I love about this? It's competition. Cross drills the second of his free throws.
It is a 1-point game. Here comes Brandon Marshall.
It's a 1-point game. Marshall to Avril. Avril looks at Bennett.
Cliff Avril with the ball.
Keep it. Sets it
over
up.
to Brown. This is a good matchup.
7 on
Big
the shot clock.
Oh! 4-point lead for Payton's team. Doug Baldwin being mauled over here. I can see it right in front. Oh!
Bennett brings the ball up.
Michael Bennett with the perfect pass through the leg.
Some
Incredible.
butterfingers over here.
Brandon Marshall. That was like a mini golf shot right there. It was very well done.
Or a trick shot that didn't quite make it.
Will Conroy with the huge three-pointer. That's a 1-point game. We have 55 seconds left in the game. 55 seconds. The defense is very tough. Here comes Peyton's team. Peyton is still angry. Double teamed. Oh, that is off. Detlef's team, 39 seconds. It's 80-81, folks. It is close. Timeout.
Timeout on the floor from Gary Payton. That is his final timeout with 39.4 seconds to go in a 1-point game.
Status? Looks like I leveled up somewhere between Seattle and New York. I knew you earned miles faster than other airlines, but okay, this is next level. I wonder if they'll take my photo and put it in every seat back on every airplane. I really hope fame doesn't change me.
Back. 35 seconds left. 35 now.
Baseline open for Marshall. He kicks it back to Bennett, who spins
Michael Bennett.
back to Marshall.
Off to Brandon Marshall. 80-83, 22 seconds left. 15.
Doug at the top
It's
of the key.
gotta be now.
Walters
It's
looks for the
gotta
shot.
be soon. 8 seconds. Oh. 4 seconds left. Detlef Schrempf's team loses the ball. Gary's team. Gary Payton's team.
Goodbye, Doug. Goodbye, Doug.
I told you, Stacy Joe, it would
did.
come down to the wire.
You really did.
And I told you a story
I don't
that
know why he's
happened
so
that
mad.
Gary
He's up by
Payton
3 with
told
4 seconds,
Doug
and his team is
last
shooting foul
night.
shots.
He said last year you were the reason you
I
turned the
don't think
ball
he smiled
over
the
at the
entire night.
Jermaine
end.
Kearse
This
with the
time,
clutch.
Doug Baldwin does exactly the same thing.
This is
turns
gonna
the
be,
ball over.
Sometimes
very,
you
difficult
are
lead to overcome
who you
now.
are. You know what I mean?
Look at Jermaine smiling.
Go for a,
Oh, he knows.
Because
It's
he
the game.
knows. I didn't think I would be. I knew that this was a great event with great people for a great cause. Again, you guys need to scan that QR
It's
code
good.
and donate.
Right.
I didn't think. I was hunched over the thing behind us, this barrier behind us, watching this game. The crowd was losing their minds.
Right.
For Team
Well,
Shrimp.
hey, it's been fun. All the last, the people here, the energy, the excitement. It has been phenomenal and fantastic. The beauty is this. Nobody got hurt. And that's what's important, right? We want everybody to have all their fingers and toes and be able to go home and be able to potentially do this again on the next season. But I'm telling you, the crowd has been incredible. It's been impressive. I've loved it. And plus, I love working with you, Stacey Joe.
I love working with you, G. Scott, and I loved all of our guest interviews today. I feel like I learned something from each and every one of them.
Yeah, we did. Shout out to Walter Jones. Shout out to Marcus Trufant. Shout out to Stephen Hauschka. Shout out to Matt Hasselbeck. And even though we had technical difficulties, it couldn't happen, but,
Joined us from the East Coast
Right.
for a friend, for a good cause.
Absolutely.
very cool.
Right now, Doug ain't going to sleep tonight.
No. How can you sleep
look at
after
him,
that?
Look at him shaking hands and everything to the people at the scores table. And then you got Sherm, you know what I mean? I had to take a picture with my phone, you know what I mean? But
so that you could send it to him later and
yeah,
say,
he gonna be.
here you go again, turning the ball over, costing your team.
Like they say in the movie Friday, he gonna cry when he get to the car. He gonna cry when he get to the car. But no, it's been real. It's been fun. Scan that QR code if you get an opportunity to help this organization, shine a spotlight on the incredible organizations out here that are continuing to do the work. Champions of Change, they're incredible. Mike Bennett, Doug Baldwin, Cliff Avril, they are using their platform to help other organizations
And
out.
here's the deal, too. Alaska Airlines obviously is matching the first $5,000. So just because the game is done, even though there's 4 seconds left.
Right.
It's not too late to donate.
Right.
It doesn't just end right now. Obviously, you can donate anytime, but you can still scan that QR code. If we get to 5,000, Alaska Airlines will match it.
I think Doug is trying to get more seconds.
His case?
Yeah, I think he's trying to get. There's 4 seconds on the clock. I think they're trying to put more time. I don't know.
Right now, Doug is me trying to argue an F to an A in a high school French class.
Right.
Sometimes it just wasn't for you that day.
Right. All right, here we go. And
There
then
you
Doug.
go. There you go.
Oh, they actually put 20-something seconds on. They're down one. Cliff Avril. Oh, it's a foul. So, wow. Okay. I don't know how they worked it, but it got to 20-something seconds on the clock. And so you got Cliff Avril getting ready to go shoot free throws. And y'all know Cliff is a defensive end. So right now, I don't know about you, but Cliff Avril making free throws in this type of pressure is not something I'm very comfortable with for Cliff Avril. I tell you what, love is blind, Marshall Glaze. I ain't seen him in the game since the first quarter.
You know who's been in this game since the first quarter?
Who?
Charles Cross. Get out of the game, Charles. Get out of the game, Charles.
Charles been playing. I
I
thought Charles was only supposed to play for like 2 minutes.
We love that you care about the kids, Charles.
Yeah.
You're giving back to the community.
Yeah, but we need you
to
ready
get
for
out.
training
You need
camp.
to go sit down.
Okay, let's see. Oh! White ball. White ball. I told you Cliff Avril missed both free throws.
They asked for 30 seconds.
Sure, I'm still trying to figure out how she got 30 seconds.
Here's Doug. Here's Doug. And he turns it over. He turns it over. He turns it over.
Wow.
Oh, Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett for three.
2, 1.
That's game.
Oh, timeout. Stop.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
You know what? Put 30 seconds back on the clock. Put 30 seconds back
You know
on.
they're going to argue for it. Wow. This is crazy.
Here we go. 1 second left. Somehow,
Are they not going to give it to him at half
the left
court?
team has the ball and more time.
They should at least give it to him at half
Right?
Here
court.
we go.
Make a half-court shot. Half-court shot to win it. There we
Will
go.
with the
There
Hail
we go.
Mary.
There.
And that's the actual.
And that's the game, everybody.
That's the game.
Everybody's healthy.
Gary
Doug
Payton
Baldwin.
won, and
Team
he's still
Baldwin
upset.
loses by 1. Hey, it's been fun. Live from Climate Pledge Arena. We appreciate it. Team Avril beats Team Baldwin. I'm G. Scott. Stacey Ross. It's been good.
It's been really fun.
It has been. We're going to get up out of here. Appreciate all of you guys. Love your loved ones. Deuces.
We're going to do the encore presentation in just a few minutes.
Thank you for coming, everybody that came tonight here for Champions for Change. Incredible, Jen. Thank you for coming. I think we have a 2-hour-long award ceremony now. Up, and they have put 34 seconds back on the clock, everybody. 34 seconds is back on the clock. Shall we just play more? I'm not really sure how to end this, Jen. I think there's a trophy presentation. Is there? Do you know?
I think we're going to have some MVPs that are announced and handed out. I think Jordan Babineau is going to take the mic shortly.
Charles Cross definitely got the most points and shed the most water weight during the game. He's a very sweaty man. Adam Ray getting some great shots with Charles Cross.
All right, we aren't finished yet. We got to award the hardware, the most valuable players, and we got a duo of them tonight. Let's send it on down to Jordan Babineau with our co-MVPs tonight, Michael Bennett and Jermaine Kearse.
All right, that wraps up the third annual Champions of Change Celebrity All-Star Game. Give it up for your competitors. All right, the vote is in. The fans, the people have spoken. It is a co-MVP celebration between Jermaine Kearse and Michael Bennett. Come on over here, JK. Tell me about the matchup. 16 points in today's matchup for the win. What was the plan?
Not get hurt, and we accomplished that, and we got the win. Shout out to Cliff Avril, drafting me. Doug, that's what you get.
There it is. Doug, that's what you get. Michael Bennett, you went from the game, from the court to the microphone and back to the court when the team gave up the lead. You guys were able to hold off for the victory. What was the message down the stretch?
The message was some people are born to do this and others are just losers. And I feel like Doug is just a loser when it comes to basketball. He's a winner at a lot of other things, but not of Champions of Change. And that's what I told my team, and they executed.
Doug Baldwin takes another loss. JK, any final words for the fans and for your team?
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys all coming out and showing support for Champions of Change. Mike B, Doug Baldwin, Cliff Avril are doing great things in our community. Thank you for showing up, and go Hawks.
Cliff Avril, make your way over here. Doug Baldwin, come on over here.
I want to thank God and my mama.
Come on over here, Cliff. You good, JK? Cliff Avril, come on over here. Doug Baldwin, hang out here, Mike B. Come on over here. Cliff Avril went up for the dunk, but it was deflected onto what happened right there on that fast break.
I got fouled. That's all it was. You got a nice little foul. It don't matter. We won. 3-peat.
Doug Baldwin, it's very rare that losers get a chance to talk at the press conference. But this,
no, we ain't changing that up. You don't need to speak. We ain't changing that up.
What are your final words about today's game?
You know, even though the outcome of the game isn't what we wanted, the truth of the matter is we all winners.
No consolation.
That is not true. There's always one winner. And it just happens to be me and Cliff because we're on the same team. So, I just want to tell you, keep working hard, little man. Keep your head up. Keep dreaming. Someday.
All right, Cliff, Doug, Mike, final words for the crowd as we end today's game.
Hey, last time, just thank you again for taking part of this. Thank you for joining us. Damn, I wanted that win. Hey, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Yeah. And we'll see y'all next year.
Let's hear it one more time for Doug, for Big Mike, for Big Play Babs, for everybody who balled out tonight for Champions to Change. Our third year, our best year, one heck of a game. Thank you for joining us here for such a great cause tonight. Everybody, seriously, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Thanks to all our participants for such an amazing contest. Folks, as you make your way home this evening, please do so safely, and happy Pride, Seattle.
Shoot my shot like, hey, hit the red dot like, hey, finger on the trigger like, hey, 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 shoot my shot like, hey.